Gear Mondays, the greatest Metal Gear podcast ever.
I don't agree with you.
Releasing on Monday, every Monday.
How did you patch into my radio frequency?
Stinks in here. Bad.
Ladies, gearsmen, babies, and gentle thems, welcome to Metal Gear Mondays. It's a podcast about Metal Gear, Hideo Kojima, the things he influenced, and the things who influenced him. I fucked up my own intro. See, it's
top
a great
bottom,
day.
left to right,
top to right, inside and out, in pseudo-chronological order. I am your host for this week, Liliana Wright, and I'm joined, as always, by the Rastitalian, Alessio Summerschool, a.k.a. Alessio Summerfield.
As the Buzzcocks would call him, Jonathan Ingram is an orgasm addict, but I would like to make him aware and the listener aware that if you have poison ivy or poison oak on your arms and you haven't touched it in 18 hours, when you stand under a hot shower, dog, that shit may as well be an orgasm. Phenomenal feeling.
I truly had no idea where the fuck you were going with that the entire time.
I told everybody, I was like, can we push like 10, 20 minutes out so I can go take a shower? And then I just stood in my shower, just like curling my toes.
Comes.
This might be a record. We're not even like a minute in and we just
I know. Come. And while we don't have Chad with us this week because I think he threw a TV off a skyscraper or something, we are joined, or rejoined even, by an incredibly important person. Alessio, if you can hit it, please.
It's a little bit of a build up on this.
Yeah, we're gonna sit with this for a second. We're gonna let this breathe for a moment. Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, a special treat for you today. Introducing next the man from St. Louis, Missouri. The man of many nicknames. He is DJ Rat King, the Baby Boy, the Reich Juice, the Wombat Annihilator, the Improv Ingenue. Don't call him Dustin, but call him a good time. Give him his flowers and give him his high kudos, because he is the Lord of Poems. After 2 months in the wilderness, I and Metal Gear Mondays are proud to reintroduce James the Snake Fucker! Right
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes, it is good to be back. That was incredible.
Hi, James.
This is the happiest I've ever been in my life.
I don't think I've laughed that hard that quickly on an episode. I was trying to ride the fucking fader on the mixer to like fade it up and fade it down, and it would not work.
I just got louder to compensate.
It was amazing.
It was good. It worked. I was over here. I was like, fuck, like summer school was so good. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna have nothing like that. That was crazy. Also, Rag Juice is crazy work.
Yeah. Well, we did. Well, so that was
what we've been doing for the last 2 months.
Yeah. Right. Well, that was a nickname we coined in the last episode you were in, which was legitimately like 2 months ago. So.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, we're here. Like I said, Chad moved and then he blew up a tower.
Yeah.
This moving guy ran up and punted his Samsung television or something.
They saw that fight stick.
So he's not with us this week, but he will be back next time. But we are going to be talking about Policenauts again today. Bastard game by a bastard man starring bastard people. This game is such a weird one.
This is a weird game.
Yeah, but I'd like to start off with the rigmarole, as I like to call it. You can help us out by going and reviewing the podcast. That's a free way you can help us out.
Tell us what you thought about James's intro just then.
Yeah, please.
Yeah,
please.
I'd love to hear.
Let me know. Hit us up. Go and review the podcast and tell a friend and have them listen and then have them review the podcast and then so on and so forth and so on and so forth. And that is going to be a really great way that you can help out the podcast. But if you do have some dosh to throw our way for $1 a month, you can go to patreon.com/Metal Gear Mondays and join the Discord where lots of crazy shit is happening. But that's not all. Something new happened very recently with our podcast host recording software thing that I will allow Alessio to talk about. That sucks generally, but then becomes a special perk for $1 and up.
Yeah, it's kind of nice because it gives everybody something extra while also forcing us to actually do some editorial.
Yeah, hit a target. Yeah, for the first time in our lives.
But no, so anybody who is a paying Discord or Patreon member, so it's $1, $5, $10, or whatever you would like to donate, gets not under.
Yeah, we don't talk about really quick. We don't talk about a lot. It can be more.
Yeah,
it can always be more.
It can always be more. Talk to me. We could work something out.
Yeah,
if it needs to be too much.
Yeah.
But Riverside, who is the platform that we have migrated to for various reasons, I discovered has a 3-hour episode cap. Does not apply to the past episodes, or obviously half this fucking show would be recut.
Yeah.
But I spoke with support. They've filed a request. Who knows?
That shit's not getting looked at. I work in technology.
Yeah, immediately somebody fucking...
That went to a Slack channel nobody's looked at in 8 years.
Yeah, that's in a trash can in the Bermuda Triangle right now.
Yeah.
So on Patreon, we are offering uncut episodes and the video versions of the podcast that the $10 patrons
uncut
get.
On Patreon.
Oh, yeah. They're also uncut. Uncircumcised. And
I only said Christ and back away because it was a joke I was trying to make, and just James got there first. So
yeah. But yeah, so
that's why he's the improv ingenue.
There will be a 3-hour cap on main feed episodes, which some of you are probably cheering right now. But if you want, if you want the full unedited version, I'm not going to say unedited because I will probably still edit, but sort of the extended cut. So you can get that there. One other thing I do want to flag really quickly is episode 253, the one right before this one, Policenauts Act 1. We had a weird issue where we uploaded it, and suspiciously, right around the time that we started talking about firearms,
not just firearms, but bombs.
Yeah, the episode went dead quiet for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And not on the files, because on Patreon you can hear it. But I reached out to Riverside and I was like, yo, never thought I'd be this guy, but are you censoring us?
Are they censoring you?
And they said no. So on behalf of Riverside, they got back to us. They said, no, we absolutely do not cut anything out.
Thanks, Riverside.
They were like, look, we just checked our back end. I guess something must have happened during processing. So hopefully by the time you're hearing this, it will have been resolved. But I'm just working out some details with their staff as far as like, do I have to unpublish the episode and republish it and lose all the metrics and blah, 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 blah. But yeah, so apologies for the 10 minutes of silence that literally nobody except for Lily has pointed out. So
yeah,
very strange.
Wouldn't it be great if the support tech you had at Riverside was also a huge Metal Gear fan?
Oh, that'd be amazing. Yeah, I keep
cool.
waiting. I know at some point, it's just like my tattoo, my Gorilla's tattoo. It's at
somebody's
some point,
gotta notice something.
Someone's gonna say something, and I'm gonna like fucking lose my mind, and it'll be worth it.
Yeah.
But anyway, yep. That's
I
what I got.
wonder. I not right now. We'll talk about the $10 tier, the video tier later. But like, I think, of course, my personality is that I talk about me being trans now, and I wear more.
My personality is me talking about me. Like, of course.
I wear like smaller, sluttier shirts now because that's just who I am as a person.
She
and
says
so
that she's wearing a full cover.
right, exactly. That's what I was saying. Not this, but I just like always wonder. It's just like I show this tattoo off more often now.
Is that MODOK? What am I looking at?
No, it's fucking.
Oh, it's the I almost said
bandana,
I almost said it's the Firefox logo.
Holy shit! It's the Firefox. I show that off way more often now. I just keep on waiting for people to notice what it is. People see my Pokemon one all the time, but this one, I'm waiting for the moment. Anyway,
if you're a prospective book publisher who's listening to this, everyone knows what the Foxhound logo is, and everyone cheers for us when we walk down the streets.
It's true. It's true. So that's $1. All the technical stuff, but uncut episodes of the podcast that potentially are longer than 3 hours.
Oh, and we're straight up sorry. I don't want to cut you off, Lily, but I am today. In fact, I streamed all of Act 2 of Policenauts for 3.5 hours on the Discord.
Wow.
Yeah,
Alessio up.
Yeah, Alessio is most days on the Discord streaming something. Depending on how I feel, maybe some of those other days where he's not, I might. Who could say?
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
If I ever get a morning free, I'm gonna pop in.
Yeah,
you should do it.
So that's $1. Lots of new stuff at the $1 tier, so please consider doing that. $5 though gets you access to the Patriot Club. So you did hear the Patriot Club episode about our first fictional crushes on the main feed a couple weeks ago, because of the scheduling shifts, and as like a little thank you. That's what it's like every month. We talk about a different subject and we go a little fucking crazy. And you can find that on Patreon at the $5 tier. Alessio, what's going on with the poll? Do you have that pulled up?
Yeah, I was actually in the process of pulling it up when you started talking.
Yeah.
So the current poll is... Ooh, you're going to love this one, Lily.
Lay it on.
Is it? Ooh, I know it's winning.
So the options right now, which to be fair, the other options are pretty garbo. The options right now are we play a bad / deep cut retro game and then talk about it, which essentially we're doing like Abject Suffering Light for anybody who listens to Duckfeed podcasts.
Sure.
The other option is Hideo Kojima's take on a Matrix game. Kojima told the press earlier this year that he had a pitch for a Matrix game that never made it. So we speculate on that. The other option is Tyler Perry's Medea. Just us talking about
Medea, sir, please.
Sorry. Medea.
You live where she is. It's Medea.
That was wild.
I'm going to pronounce it the way that it is
in Persona.
Pronounced. Yes,
in Persona.
Yes, just like it's Salvatore in this game and not Salvatore. So eat my ass.
Okay.
And then the one that's winning right now, pro wrestling.
Yeah.
So there's a good chance we'll be talking about professional wrestling.
Much to say.
Baby, much to say. Ooh. All right.
Gonna be a good one.
So $5 a month, you can vote on that poll and also get the episodes. And at $10 a month, you get access to video episodes, which include video episodes of the Patriot Club, as well as video episodes of this very podcast you're listening to right now. So you could be watching us. You could see Alessio's CRT monitor that has Windows XP installed on it right behind him. If you were watching,
two versions, I got 32 and 64-bit installed on there.
Wow.
Baby, play as many video games as you want with that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
up to a certain year.
Sure. Yeah. There's a cutoff, but it's pretty cool stuff. And the other thing you get at $10 a month is that your name gets put into a hat, and every episode we draw a name out of the hat to sponsor the episode. And this episode's sponsor is
Hold on.
I don't have anything prepared. Please.
No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Levi Young.
Hey.
Thank you, Levi.
Thank you.
Yeah. But, and one last thing before we get into it, you can find me on the internet at linktree.com/Liliana Dawn, where you can get all my socials and my books. If you would like to buy them books. Alessio, where can they find you on the internet?
Just look up Alessio Summerfield in any search engine because my SEO is through the goddamn
Insane
roof.
SEO.
I actually just linked my domain to Blue Sky, so I'm now just alessiosummerfield.com on Blue Sky, and that is my website that has everything. So, yeah,
might as well call him Alessio Summerfield.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Oh my god.
Yep. What about you, James? Where can they find you on the internet?
If you just Google DJ Rat King, I tell you, the AI overview will tell you DJ Rat King is an underground music artist and producer based in St. Louis, Missouri.
Wow.
We're pretty evenly matched, but you are slightly better.
I got scared for a second. I was like, oh, fuck, he's here.
Oh shit, Chad's here.
He was here the whole fucking time. My God.
Oh no, our Canadian dad's home.
DJ Rat King, I will say, I finally changed my PSN name.
Ooh.
It used to just be like my initials followed by a string of numbers that may or may not have been my birthday.
Sure.
But I got DJ Rat King. There were no other DJ Rat Kings, which just tells me I have to keep using this name because everything that I've typed it into is not in use. And so I'm like, all right.
You don't fuck with DJ Reich Juice?
DJ Reich. I don't know if I could.
I love that DJR is just your initials.
Yeah, right. Isn't that so good? I will say, if I go into politics, I'll do Reich Juice.
And it would be less overt than what's going on now. I would like to get us into the action with my new favorite segment, Walking in the Light with a Man That's White. And this week's white victim, Liliana writes white victim for this week. And only because I also want to get into his thoughts about the prologue in Act 1.
Yeah.
My white victim is James Reichmuth.
Of course.
What did we talk about the last 2 episodes, James?
Yeah, well, we talked a little bit about the police astronauts, otherwise known as the Policenauts. And I'll tell you what. The few thoughts that I've had so far with this game, one, I think if this is what anybody had shown me from Hideo Kojima first, I would have been like, hey, put that away. We don't need to be doing that. And two, look, I love Blade Runner. When I was a youngin', I thought the police were cool. I was wrong.
Yeah.
And I love astronauts, and so I find myself torn a lot of the time between thinking, wow, this is fucking cool as hell, and but you guys aren't my friends. I'm not gonna...
They're not technically cops, though.
But they're not technically
cops. They were just a visitor.
They were cops that became astronauts.
Yeah.
What became regular
and I'm imagining like the age Jonathan is just like that person frozen in time and released in the future. I'm like, that's not going to be a good mix.
No,
like
clearly.
I'm surprised he's not like 6'7", and everybody's like, "What the fuck are you doing, dude?"
But no. So he.
I do have really quick. I do have a question though. If they are just why not just call them astronauts? Why do they have to be police nauts if they're no longer police?
It's bad branding.
Sheriff star on their spacesuit.
Yeah, they're deputized.
Deputy knots.
James, I have
deputy knots is not the same as police knots. I think.
That's Naughty Don Knots from the Andy Griffith show that you're thinking of.
Oh no.
James, I do have one thing I need to say though. You best start believing in hentai games because you're in one.
Oh my god, right? Yeah, it's crazy. It's Jonathan gets woken up in like 2037 or some shit, right? 2038,
like 2040, I think. No, that's 2037. When he gets woken up,
much too close to our current time. That freaked me out. Kojima, his foresight was off on that. He should have kicked that one out a little bit further.
Yeah, kicked the can a bit.
So Anna,
2038,
his wife, right?
Lorraine
is not his wife. Anna
Lorraine.
is Buddy's daughter.
Yeah, Anna's
Lorraine.
his buddy. Yeah, Lorraine's
We'll
his
talk
wife.
about
We're going to talk about Anna.
We'll talk
later.
about it.
I can't keep
Too
up.
many names. Too many proper nouns.
Too many
No,
names.
thanks.
Too many. Lorraine.
Computer, give me a printout of Anna smiling.
Computer. A computer.
Give me a nude tang.
Oh no.
No, don't give me anything. There's
Yeah,
there's already a printout of Anna smiling. We don't need another one.
That's very
Literally.
true. That's incredibly true.
But yeah, we're doing like some Lethal Weapon shit.
Yep.
Is basically where we're at. We're Higgs and Murtaugh. I've never seen Lethal Weapon. I know it as a reference point, but I've never gotten to experience. The other thing I was going to say, it's been an interesting play experience so far.
Yeah, how are you playing?
I enjoy. Well, I'll tell you, I didn't play it. I watched it, but
I love that.
it's fascinating because I'm teaching myself C# right now,
Ooh.
and I've also been writing these little short interactive stories in Inkle. And
He's
so it's
currently
been interesting.
remaking Policenauts as we
Yeah,
speak.
I'm making a new and improved Policenauts that I'm going to release upon the world. But it's just been interesting to think of it for like mechanically through that lens of like, oh yeah, like if I wanted to make a television show with the technology I had available that was most accessible to me, this makes a lot of sense that you could end up here, especially if you want to make it interactive.
Sure.
And I do like that about it. Like I'm actually like I find that aspect enjoyable, and I appreciate that like you've got to break it up with something that feels more gamey, like shooting something on a screen. Like I get it. But I don't know. I enjoy the dialogue. I enjoy clicking the choices and learning more, and I'm having a good time.
Mechanically, I think it is a strong game. I do. I think
Yep.
I talked about this. I think mechanically it's a strong game. There's a lot of variety to be had in Act 2 as well. I think there's a lot of really cool
Act 2
stuff
is fucking action
happening in Act 2.
Yeah, a lot of shootouts.
And I will reiterate this again, though. I think what happens for me is that every time I feel like, ooh, I could get invested in this, Jonathan then says, hey, sugar tits, let me grab you
Yeah.
aggressively.
Try jumping. Try
Yeah,
jumping
yeah,
again.
yeah, yeah.
Try jumping
Yeah.
one more time.
Yeah.
I'll be curious as to, James, what your play experience, like sort of what your takeaway is, because there is a part of me that suspects that whatever video Let's Play you're watching is not getting into the more lecherous shit because it's kind of off the beaten path.
Yeah.
But I, just to sort of tack on to what y'all are saying before we move on, the vibes for this game, it is like open the fucking window on a summer night, just chill. It's Coastalvania, that artist.
Ooh.
The
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
But also, like, we have
I've got
to write
so many-
shotgun
I got-
with like a serial pervert.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I've got so many Coastalvania posters.
yeah. It's
We
got, no, I love that guy.
met him at
Yeah,
Retro
yeah,
Gaming.
twice.
He's
Oh, hell
great.
yeah.
We saw him at PRG and at Renton.
Yeah, and Renton. Yeah, he's a cool dude.
But yeah, the vibes are great. It's got like awesome summer anime,
Yeah.
late 80s, early 90s vibes.
Colors
like,
are beautiful.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like
the
what if you were
conversations
gonna
when they're
go
not
on
pervy are great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like what if you were gonna go on like a really cool like buddy cop noir cyberpunk sci-fi romp, except they made you bring your buddy Tank
Yeah.
and he sucks.
That's the thing that keeps. I'm just like, oh, all of these parts I love, and then there's just this fucking nearby. I'm like, stop.
But the problem is that Tank is also the guy that you should think is
Main
cool.
character.
He's
Yeah.
the main character.
Yeah.
Anytime Jonathan's not on screen, I'm just assuming he's like jerking it in
Yeah,
the
sure.
public bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Though surprisingly, we'll get into this after the shell shock of the very first minute of Act 2. Very weird that there's like a hyper mature. Holy shit! I think Jonathan and Ed are actually like pretty cool dudes, and they're treating this kid very, very nicely, and this is awesome. And then all of a sudden, we're back to the fucking monkey brain bullshit.
Yep.
So,
I do want to say really quickly that this is now, because of circumstances, the third time I've played through the prologue of Policenauts and the second time I've played through Act 1 of Policenauts. Had a situation with my fucking emulator Couldn't get that figured out until the midnight hour, and then we shifted some schedules, and I was able to actually play Act 2. I thought I was going to have to watch it and then pick up at Act 3, but I was able to play Act 2, and so because of I shifted from emulating on my Steam Deck to my computer, and because I did that, Alessio helped me with that, because I apparently become a fucking useless bitch when I do emulation anything. So Alessio helped me set that all up, and so I got access to like very easy fast forwarding tools. So I just sped through Prologue and Act 1 in like 45 minutes. I can confirm the massquito scene with Chris is mandatory. They do not let you leave that office without doing the massquito thing.
Hell yeah.
And I think it still sucks, but was in service of something, and I will be bringing up a theory later. Yeah, it prompts you to check, like, what's going on with her case? It's moving, and they won't let you leave until you activate that cutscene. So, yeah.
As James would say,
let me at it.
Yeah. What do you think about Chris? What do you think about Dr. Chris, James?
I like I like his hair.
Her?
I really like the look of this guy.
The doctor. Who are you talking about, brother?
The director of the hospital.
The hospital
Chris.
director. Who do you think we're talking about?
In the red dress.
Oh. I am mixing people up.
Who did you think we were talking about?
I don't want to talk about.
I had forgotten
about Chris.
I don't want to talk about who I'm talking about. I like Chris.
Yeah.
Chris is fine.
So does Jonathan.
Yeah. Chris has got the moves.
Yeah.
The hips
and is
that don't lie.
Is seemingly
True.
fucking everywhere. Like, we'll
Yeah.
get into it. Like, what is her life? She's just everywhere.
She's kind of chaotic.
She's busy. She stays busy.
She's dancing at parties. She's in the doctor's office. She's on trains.
Slamming it on trains.
She's doing
Why
the
not?
most.
Can't a girl have hobbies?
True. Let girls have hobbies. Let girls have fun. Let girls ritually sacrifice men for sport. Act 2, astronaut. So we arrive. Astronaut. We arrive at the Full House house.
This is straight. Yeah,
Oh,
this is
it
like
does.
straight like Family Values or whatever the fuck it's called. Family Matters as well.
They do actually talk about how, like, if you like examine the outside enough, they do talk about how it is modeled after like those row houses in San Francisco.
Yeah.
They kind of
It
talk
does look
about
exactly like the Family Matters house. You racist fuck, Kojima.
Whoa.
Is it
Called
because the
out.
lead guy is black? Is that what it is? And he was a cop in Die Hard, Kojima? Is that
Fuck
what
up.
it is?
You heard it here first.
Yikes.
But that's in Chicago. Anyway.
That's in Chicago. We do arrive at this house. They talk about how it's like not as fancy as the Hojo house, but it's in a good area. It's by the train station, and because the trains are all maglev, it doesn't make any noise. He's got 5 years left in his mortgage. There we go. It's Ed's house. And for some reason, when you go to enter the house, it signifies that with a doorbell noise, as if, why are we ringing the doorbell to get into this man's own home?
Yeah, he's got keys.
He's got keys. He's got
Also,
kids
nobody's
too.
there. Nobody's there when you walk in. It's not like somebody answered the door.
Right.
He wants to give anybody that's in the building a heads up.
Yeah. And it didn't work. You walk in. Is a blonde white child hiding behind Anna Brown, Ed's daughter, who is in her gymnastics uniform.
Oh, is that what we're calling that outfit?
That's what she calls that outfit.
Yeah.
Also, just to note, she's 16.
Yes. She is 16, which is going to make some stuff later be extra not great, uncomfortable.
Jonathan's one lucid moment, though. The one moment where Jonathan snaps out of it and is like, wait a minute, what?
Well, I don't know about that. Listen, you didn't go back to Ed's house, brother. I got some
That's true. Yeah.
Well, she talks about how they always do this. This is the second time they've done this. They did it with the nurses at the hospital, and they are now doing it with Anna's outfit here, where they try and justify the fact that they look like this by saying, "Oh, but the fabric is good. It resists blood and blah blah blah." Yeah. Anna's gymnastics uniform is it's just really great at absorbing sweat and maintaining things in 0G, so it's totally cool.
As you do around the house.
The pipeline from this to her skin has to be exposed to the sun at all times. Yeah. That's what it makes sense. I see the progression.
You see how it happened.
Kojima was right there the whole time. I mean, that might have been the original plan here, and then somebody was like, whoa.
You got to put clothes on this child.
Yeah, please.
What a sentence.
Yeah. Jonathan kind of has the nerve to say that he is very interested in what's under the uniform and is scolded by Ed, but otherwise is not physically harmed in any way, which is crazy.
Or sent straight to jail.
Right, exactly. The white child, the white victim,
short, very white child.
Short, very white blonde child. His name is Mark. He is
she says he's got something like autism.
Something like Dude, I've got some fucking shit to say about
it. I'm like, come on.
That one thing is so weird, and then maybe 5 minutes later, Ed being like, I only said that because it's the quickest and easiest way to explain the situation.
Your brother in Christ, you're a cop. You know what PTSD is?
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. But then they I don't know, it's weird for being so dumb. And this happens all the time in this game. For being so dumb, everybody will just randomly pivot into a very thoughtful conversation for a few minutes and then pivot back into being stupid as fuck.
The entire conversation about Mark and him losing his parents. So Mark was adopted. He doesn't talk. Ed says he has something like autism. And then he tells the story about how he lost his parents when his dad, who was addicted to narc, went nuts and killed his mom. Ed shows up, kills his dad in front of Mark. And then ever since then, he's like, I can't use a gun anymore. Mark's been traumatized and now he doesn't speak. And Ed thinks that the best way to explain that is autism.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, when you approach a complex topic in life and you don't quite know the words to say, just it's kind of like autism.
Yeah. Yeah. But again, I do have to stress that there is a word for that he would know because he was formerly and is currently a police officer. And
also, I'm pretty sure Jonathan says that he suffers from PTSD during the beginning monologue of the game.
PTSD, not kind of autistic, LMAO. It's probably bad. It's not great.
Non-verbal.
Yeah, just non-verbal. Okay, you mind if I go non-verbal at the function right quick? Let's go.
Also, how funny would it have been if Ed was instead of being I no longer use a gun, he's I can only use a gun. Yeah. He can't use his hands normally. It's just he shoots everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And again, that's this next part here. They're talking about Mark and this moment. I think would have hit more poignantly for me if not for the fact that he was just thinking about what his partner's underage daughter looks like under her gymnastics suit. Where so I want everybody to continue to remember that as I say this. Ed is just I adopted Mark. I wanted to take care of him, but he doesn't talk to me. I think he probably hates me. And I
wonder why.
Yeah, and Jonathan's like, how do you feel about Mark? And it's I love him. I love the kid. And Jonathan's like, okay, then you just need to give him time. And I was like, hey man, that's really beautiful. It's too bad you're like that. You do some investigation in the
I want to bring up one quick thing. Thing. I'm so sorry. I almost forgot. I totally wrote a whole thing. I can't, Lily, I don't know if you were about to go into this or not, but there is a painting on the back wall because Mark only communicates with his tablet or whatever. really quickly,
Fucking
I'll
iPad
let you.
kids.
I wrote down iPad kid. I swear to God.
Yeah. Well, especially at the dinner table.
It's
later.
sitting in the chair next to him at the dinner table.
I'm like, I know that boy.
Not my kid. I'll say this. So this is what the painting looked like. I'm posting it in the Discord, but I'm also gonna probably blue sky. I don't know what the fuck you call it. Retweet it and then attach these pictures as well. Skeet it.
Skeet.
Okay.
They call it reskeet.
Reskeet.
And I'll put it on Patreon as well. But so here's the painting in the Discord. There's his little picture.
It's like him riding a Pegasus with like a sheep, and there are planes and 2 towers and the moon and trees.
9/11.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah.
No, I see it.
I just so happened to 2 days ago be watching a movie with my daughter called Kiki's Delivery Service from 1989, which would have been 7 years before this game came out. A character named Ursula has been painting throughout the film and then reveals the painting.
No,
just take a look at it for me.
No fucking way.
Oh God,
Kojima.
Oh, Kojima.
It's like it's literally it's like a 1-to-1.
It's like a more
airplane.
detailed. Yeah, the airplanes aren't in it, but it's a more detailed version of that.
And instead of 2 towers, it's 2 cabins.
2 cabins.
Yeah.
It's literally the
That's
same
insane.
fucking thing.
That's
And
rough.
it's crazy because I was looking around online. No one has ever pointed that out at all. So I just so happened to be like in the pocket to just like, I literally just saw this painting 48 hours ago. Like,
we're gonna bust this fucking wide open.
yeah.
Kojima's
so Google,
canceled.
The bots,
Kojima,
Chat GPT, whatever the fuck is scraping this transcript for this show, tell everyone Kojima plagiarized.
We gotta let the
Miyazaki.
world know.
Forget the perversions. Forget everything.
Yeah.
Everything about. Forget the AI slop. Forget
Not important
everything you
anymore.
know. This right here. This is the reason.
Top priority. Get cash on the phone.
This right here is my 13th reason. Okay. So
anyway, continue.
Watch out.
I just had to. I blew the case wide open.
Yeah, just completely busted the top off it. No, so you do discover that this is how he communicates, and he drew this painting. He won a contest with it.
Plagiarized is what he did.
Right. Fun story I'd like to tell. I did win a class writing contest when I was in the 3rd grade, and I just copied a Chicken Soup for the Kids Soul story.
Lily,
Those
how did
books
you
gave me
sleep
trauma.
at night? I would have felt so
Nah.
guilty for like a decade.
Nah, it's cool.
I'd still be talking about it with my therapist.
Yeah. No, I compartmentalized that real quick, man. I got candy and $10.
Winners win.
I'm good.
Shoot or shoot, you know.
Shoot, winners win. Anyway, so that activated my phone for some reason. But yeah, so they kind of discuss, and they think it might indicate that he wants to be on home, like he wants to go back to home, or he wants.
I want to
see
be on home too.
Yeah. You also, next to this painting, find the most ass-forward photo of Anna doing gymnastics that for some reason her parents decided was the one they were going to make a poster to be framed in their living room.
Of course.
It looks like the cover of like Buns and Ammo magazine or some shit. Like, it's like some
Big
straight
time.
up like anal porn DVD box art.
Yeah, she's doing like the Spider-Man pose where like his ass is up in the air.
It's crazy. It's like Jacko from fucking.
She's kind of
Guilty
like
Gear.
covered in like webs.
Yeah.
Those
what
not
is that?
webs, dude.
How I shot
Yeah.
web, dude. Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
Cum.com.
I'm sorry, she's underage. What are we doing here?
Yeah, dude.
No, yeah.
What the fuck? What the fuck is even 0G gymnastics?
Does she
It's
just
not-
she does a cartwheel but just never stops?
And like does some ribbons? Like, is not the point of gymnastics that they are doing gravity defying shit in gravity?
Oh,
And
it's
that's kind of
zero G, zero gymnastics. They just pose.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, pack it up.
You also learn that that his wife Catherine passed away about 5 years ago. And she got this job in a weightless area on Beyond after they had Anna. And then she started developing these really bad kidney stones because the calcium in your bones that gets lost in 0G just gets the collected
It
kidneys.
like atrophies.
Yeah.
And it just became a problem
It's like Jonathan's brain cells collect in his ball sack.
Sure.
Yeah.
But back then, the transplant list for the organ shortage was like even worse at the time. So she wasn't able to get one, and she passed. Unfortunately,
essentially, it's the same exact thing that's happening with. I'm going to say Jonathan's daughter. Yeah. That's my thought, but Hojo's daughter.
Yeah, Karen. Yeah. So the other thing too, and this is going to be kind of important later, is that you can find this purse on a chair, and it is an L's purse, which is this like really, it's like a Michael Kors bag basically. It's like a really like fancy purse that Ed got for Anna. So that's sitting on the chair. You can investigate that. It'll tell you how much he was like so proud to get it for her and all this other stuff. And then
it also
dinner
predates
time.
Kojima's obsession with Elle Fanning. So
true.
What's there?
Wow!
Something
God, everything is connected.
Ooh.
Oh, that genius.
Genius Kojimbo. And so it is time for dinner, and Jonathan hates everything. Everything is disgusting.
I kept waiting for one thing to like make him happy, and it just
nothing. Although I didn't do this, but I found this out after the fact, and we'll talk about it later. You can drink a lot of milk.
Oh, no.
That is also going to become important later.
Drink up.
Like I said, I didn't do it, but I did some reading about it, and it is fucking phenomenal what happens. So let me just present this to you, just to kind of give you a teaser about why this is funny. You know what's a name that you can shorten Jonathan to?
John.
A little bit longer? A little bit more nicknamey?
Johnny?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. Johnny Merrill?
No. Oh, no.
Oh.
Well, just Johnny, but yeah, just Johnny. Anyway.
It's all connected.
He's got
IGS instead of IBS. Irritable genital syndrome.
So they kind of suggest that Mark does actually kind of like Jonathan because he thinks cigarettes are cool.
Yeah.
Basically.
We've all had a friend who smokes a little, and you're like, that's fucking cool.
It's fucking rad, dude. Unless you're Matt, in which case you hate anybody with a cigarette in their mouth.
Right. Yeah.
You know who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt.
Yeah, you know your name.
You said it, man. You said it. Jonathan is just like, yeah, he's got a pretty good taste for it. And then nobody says anything about it.
I think Jonathan at one point later on says that maybe he'll let Mark smoke a cigarette or something. And
Ed's like, over my dead body.
And then Jonathan just shoots him dead. It's crazy.
Yeah. Turns out this kid's gonna fucking huff smoke today. Jonathan will also comment on like how Ed has a great family, and will essentially like, and again, kind of sweetly will apologize for basically earlier calling him a pussy, and without like knowing what his situation was. But Ed is just like, you know what, I needed to be woken up. I'm thankful you snapped me out of it.
I'm woke.
Ed also seems to be very upset and suspicious about Jonathan's intentions with his daughter.
And she is so fucking oblivious. Like, she's just like, I have considered maybe going and getting dinner with somebody.
Yeah.
And Jonathan's like, what are you doing later tonight? And it's like, God damn it, dude.
Yeah. She's school's pretty good. She's talking about like bioethics and about how like all this like science is advancing us to a point where we're playing God and we shouldn't be able to do that, and like how she's just kind of like studying. She's very smart.
She said this one line. This is direct quote. Well, blacks have naturally higher calcitonin levels anyway, so it's not as bad for me.
Jesus Christ!
I literally took a picture of my television because I was like, "Fucking excuse me."
You think he read that in like a book or something, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna add that one in."
I don't even know what calcitonin is.
It feels like a fucked up, made up thing.
It does feel like
it's a real thing. It's a
hormone. But is it a real thing or is it a real thing? You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's very.
Apparently, it has to do with kidneys.
Huh?
It's like an actual fucking thing.
I don't trust the kidneys.
Listen. I couldn't tell you a specific instance because this game makes my brain shut asleep. But I'm not gonna lie. I have pulled black people are or have before as in a discussion about stuff like that. So
as is your right.
Yeah, as is my Liliana right.
Not Jonathan's right.
No,
not Anna's right.
Definitely not Kojima's right.
Definitely not Kojima's right.
In a vacuum, it is Anna's right, but the fact that the avatar of that right is Hideo Kojima, I'm gonna think no. I'm gonna say no. But yeah, again, you can taste all the food. All the food is disgusting. You can drink a lot of milk. That's important. Eventually, the phone will ring, and you get a phone call from somebody with a voice box disguise thing named 9 Stars, who tells Ed and Jonathan to meet him at the Astronauts Memorial Museum.
Cool name.
Yeah, AMM if they want to kind of find Hojo, Kenzo. And so we've got an informant.
It's pretty tight, and everybody's like kind of stoked about it. Like, like it's very funny. Yeah,
I mean,
Jonathan's like, we officially have an informant, and it's like,
yeah,
fuck yeah, we do.
Yeah, it reads to me like everybody's just so fucking excited that Jonathan's back. They're like, all right, things are popping off. We've got Jonathan on the case again.
It's very Mayberry PD, where it's just like, you got something to do? Oh yeah.
It is real like Dudes Rock sometimes, and
This
then
whole
it
game
transitions.
is
It's
Dudes
like,
Rock.
Jonathan, shut the fuck up.
Dudes Rock, the video game for sure.
Yeah, this whole game is like Dudes Rock parentheses also Meryl.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so he says, meet him at the Pioneer. They'll know what it is when they see it, and away we go. Ed has this thought while they're driving that the voice feels familiar somehow.
Love all the driving interstitials.
Yeah.
Driving stuff is very cool. So you get to AMM, and it is designed to look like the vehicle assembly building at the Kennedy Space Center. And the rockets outside is modeled after the rocket garden at the Kennedy Space Center.
And the rockets, red glare, the bombs bursting up in the air.
The Space Shuttle Discovery is there. The Russian Soyuz 11A511 is there. The Chinese FV-1, the Europe's Ariane-1 launcher, and Japan's H-2 rocket are in this garden.
I pray to God that there's a listener out there shaking their fist at the air, being like, "No, that is the HD-17. God damn it!"
I can almost guarantee that somebody is doing that, and it was in fact Hideo Kojima, because he is. A little autistic, LMAO.
And not the PTSD kind.
Not in the PTSD kind, no.
Yeah, I like this little area a lot. I fucking love a space museum, y'all.
Yeah.
Cool. I never went to space camp as a kid, but
oh my God,
I wanted
Legends
to.
of the Hidden Temple made me want to go to space camp more than anything ever in my life.
Who were the kids that went to space camp? Because I've yet to ever encounter.
Yeah, if you went to space camp, right?
I've never met a. Yeah, please. If you went to space camp, we need to hear from you immediately.
I mean, if you're an astronaut, definitely write in.
Well, yeah.
Well,
Can you fucking imagine somebody from the International Space Station is like, "Yo, a Metal Gear Mondays listener. I'm in space right now."
That's crazy. Yeah, I love listening to the podcast on fucking space launches because we're just in there for a long time. It's like, hell yeah. If we have astronauts listening to this podcast, I am so sorry, but also hell yeah. You also can examine, there's a pond kind of out front, and you find out it's part of the artificial sea of Beyond.
They have artificial fucking everything.
Yeah, but it's full of actual fish and seaweed and life and things like that. So you go inside, and the lobby has this really big living actually a live coral reef that is this
has nothing to do with space. I don't know.
Right, but it's just it's just kind of cool, I guess. But it's it's
what is the ocean if not the space of the ground?
I think
I feel like I just heard an illegal sentence.
That is. That is
I don't
like
think you're allowed to say that.
The forbidden sentence.
they're gonna come get you, James. You're fucking careful.
I hear the
dude.
sirens.
Oh my god.
You're gonna get your ass.
I see there's floaters. I got floaters. Oh. I don't even know. Fuck what I was gonna say. I have no fucking idea anymore. Whatever. So the idea of the coral reef is that like it's like one of the first coral reefs that ever absorbed beyond's atmosphere. And also it is meant to like symbolize a cellus because it is self-sustaining and all its life is contained inside of it. So that's the idea behind having the coral reef in the space exhibit. There's also models of the Mercury Friendship 7 and Russia's Mir space station, which is alternate reality here. Because
they refer to America as whenever it used to be a superpower. And I was like, dude,
that's a little pathetic too.
I was like, we're feeling it, brother.
I got that right
now. So for those who don't know, the Russia's Mir, I think it's Mir, the space station was in orbit until I think March of 2001. It was
good year.
Great year. It was deorbited intentionally due to its aging cost. So it got deorbited from space, broke up in the atmosphere, and
I remember reading about this as a
decommissioned.
kid.
Yeah, in March of 2001. In this reality, it was brought back down to Earth, decommissioned. Japan bought it and then started using the almighty yen to buy up all the space stuff from Russia. And that's kind of how they got ahead in the space race and why they are on top of everything. And in this reality, the space station is still orbiting around home to this day, which is crazy. So.
Yeah, I thought it was really interesting when they were talking about all that shit too, because they were like, Japan essentially has like a monopoly on space.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
As they should.
Even like a monopoly on like the building of O'Neill cylinders, because they kind of discuss in one of the other exhibits we'll get to that even the company that made Beyond in the first place used parts that they got from Tokugawa. So like Tokugawa is just like Japan and Tokugawa have like
they're recycling, they're upcycling. This is great.
Right.
Selling drugs, buying drugs.
Yeah.
We'll get into it.
So you move on. I think I'm still trying to catch my breath from fucking
from James's fucking.
Yeah,
I feel like somebody just told me some like fucking cursed information.
Arcane
Like I'm in a
man.
fucking H.P. Lovecraft book, and somebody just cursed my mind with arcane knowledge.
Crazy. The next area is the moon corner, and so you can see this model of the moon landing. They mentioned that there is like a real moon rock that the Apollo mission brought back from space, but it's like not that special anymore because you can just
gotta watch out for those moon crabs.
Yeah,
Definitely gotta watch out for the moon rocks.
They also kind of talk about remembering how silly it was to plant a flag on the moon at the time. Even in the middle of the
this is when the
space
America
race.
thing comes up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They kind of talk about how like back then it was like nations fighting for like space dominance, and now it's about businesses. And like it was silly for America to do this back when they were a superpower. It's just like, bro.
Yeah. No, now they should put like an M&M flag on the moon, or like a Home Depot.
Right.
They do talk about corporations too, like while they're talking about all of this nationalism stuff. So yeah, I mean, I fucking hate it. Like Kojima is like a weird, horny Nostradamus fucking movie watching little goblin man. And I'm just like, every fucking time something like this comes up, I'm like, can you just shut the fuck up? Like, you're right, but why are you always right?
It's insane, and I don't like it, and it bothers me.
Imagine had he used his powers in a different way in his life. What could he have accomplished?
Not even for good, just like
he could have done some fucked up evil
anything.
stuff. Yeah.
You move on from here, you get to the space corner, and my question here was, isn't it all space? But
ooh, God.
I went to the Beyond corner, I think, because Space Corner I saved for last because the guide was like, all the Pioneer stuff's in the Space Corner.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I think even then, like, you don't, like...
Yeah, if you go to it, there's nobody there.
Yeah.
And so you have to come back, which sucked because I had to, like, redo. We also didn't talk about the fact that Jonathan tricks 2 underage museum guides into jumping up and down.
I did see again. I'm not. My brain doesn't go into like. What do you fucking mean?
Wasn't a video I watched. Yeah, let's park here.
So
for a second.
I'm digging this shit up because it's conversation topic. There's
it's part of the art.
There are 2.
Welcome back, the brain amoeba.
There are 2 museum guides. One of them is like free roaming, and the other is like behind a desk. And I was just checking on everybody in the Coral Hall because there were some fucking sketchy looking people. And then you talk to the guide, and she 100%. Ed's like, "Oh, my daughter used to work here. There are school children that work here. Blah blah blah." So anyway, of course, Jonathan, as you're looking and inspecting the person and talking to them and stuff, Jonathan's like, "Those might be the best juicy naturals I've seen." And anyway, he's trying to figure out, he's like, I can't touch them. I can't say anything because they're a child. But these guides are like, yeah, I'm on my feet for like 12 hours a day. And Jonathan's like, you know what would help with that? Jumping up and down. It really helps. And they're like, let me give it a shot. And it's just like, my God.
I'm also bothered at the lack of creativity on it. It's like, jumping like that's what you're gonna tell them is gonna help them. That's your end. Weird. Come on, Jonathan.
So the Beyond corner I think is like pretty interesting because of everything going on in there. So the Space Corner,
especially later. Holy shit!
Yeah. Oh my God. Later. Yeah. Crazy later. The Space Corner has the Viking landers, the landers that went to Mars. You see Voyager 1. You also see the Pioneer ship hanging from the ceiling.
Is it the 10? I think it's Pioneer
10. The 10, I think the 11 is supposed to be there as well, but you don't see it. But they were the first to make close encounters with the Jupiter. And they think, like, okay, there's a plaque here about the Pioneer shuttles. Let's check this out. Nothing on it, but it's one of those, like... diagrams of the solar system with like the shuttle and then people in front of it to kind of like tell alien civilizations like how big people are and like what and like kind of like one of those.
The Voyager record is there too. If nobody is aware of it, it's a gold record that NASA put in the Voyager to shoot off into space. Yeah. And I think on the record itself, it says like hello and some other sentences, but like in every language. So, fun fact, that is the record that is playing in the back rooms when the fella jumps in there in the movie and hears human voices.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So after you leave, you realize, okay, there's nobody here. There's no message for us. You can leave here, and you go to the Beyond corner, and there is a big display of the Policenauts, which Jonathan is kind of surprised by. It's like, look, at this part of Beyond, we're still heroes. And there are these like really like lifelike looking like not animatronic but like models like
it's like Madame Tussauds kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. You do find out that they're going to become animatronic and be indistinguishable from the real thing soon.
Creepy.
And the company that makes those animatronic dinosaurs is going to do it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's what we want.
Jonathan's animatronic puppet just starts roaring like a T-Rex.
Well, we're going to talk about Jonathan's animatronic puppet here in a second.
Hey.
Yeah, you can also learn a little bit about the Yuri, which was their spacesuit that is kind of the precursor to the MPS. And this is where you kind of learn about like how, despite like the propaganda surrounding the colony deteriorating and stuff, like Tokugawa is unbeatable because even the company that made O'Neill cylinders and made Beyond can't do anything about Tokugawa.
We learned about the survival ball that Jonathan lived in as well.
Yeah. You can also look at all of the models and you can kind of see a little bit about each of the ones. And because I'm playing not the Saturn version, you go up to, and Alessio, you can censor this if you'd like. I'm allowed to say it because of who I am as a person. you look at all the models and you look at Jonathan's and you say, what's going on with me? I'm smiling like a I don't smile like that.
Yo,
no, that
Jonathan.
is not in the Saturn version at all.
I'm aware. Yeah, that's
crazy.
Why I'm a little sad that Chad's not here specifically because he was waiting for us to get to that line. For the F slur.
I will say
the Act 2 word, as we started calling it last episode.
I discovered in some of my reading that the people who did the translation originally weren't going to give it out for free. They were going to give it to people who donated money to breast cancer.
Yeah.
Because of how fucked up and skeevy this game is.
Right.
That's nice.
And I was like, dude, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I think it said they pivoted because they didn't want people to feel obligated to pay money for it.
Yeah,
I guess
like that.
Whatever.
But I didn't know anything about that until recently. So
so Jonathan says that. So I don't know if you got the biovestite thing, James, in your journey up to this part, but in the prologue, Jonathan is real upset about a strip club that employs trans women called so-called women that are biovestites in that universe.
Yep.
So another
transgenders.
Yeah. Also
crazy
crazy work on Jonathan's part once again.
Yeah, I think in the Saturn version, obviously instead of saying the F slur, I think he says something like Ed says something like, oh, and they've even got you smiling, and Jonathan's like, oh, I never smile, or something like that.
Yeah.
But
it is
that's better.
Speaking of crazy work, it's while we're doing this during Pride Month, yeah? Yeah? That's a little crazy. Anyway. Eventually, if you explore enough, you go back to the space corner, and there is just a space suit standing there, and it's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
It's
Nothing weird about
I
that.
mean, you think it's fucking creepy now, goddamn. So
yeah, we get like a fucking Gantz moment a little bit. It's uncomfortable.
So it's 9 stars. It's your informant. He's still using the voice disguiser thing. You can try to arrest him, but Ed is just like, no, that's crazy. We can't arrest him. It's like, why?
Right.
Also, it's an informant. I feel like even wanting to arrest an informant is kind of a weird move. Because like,
I guess
normal
it is
cops
weird.
don't do that either.
I guess it's a weird move, but I guess he's not an official informant, so it's just like we should question this guy more. But maybe I
didn't press. This is gonna sound fucked up. So it's like I pressed underage girls to jump, but I didn't press this person to take their mask off. Does anybody know what happens if you? Because there were a bunch of options that were like,
they just
helmet.
like kind of brush it off, and they're just like,
okay.
no, we're not gonna do that. So you kind of talk to them, and he's just like, look, Kenzo, he betrayed them to sell it. And they're just like, who is them? Tokugawa is the mafia. He says, I can't say it here, and it's not that simple, but he confirms that the K series, especially K9, is supposed to be this project to like craft a effective vessel to put narc out into the market, basically. Mm-hmm. And they ask, why should they believe him? Because they didn't find anything in the capsule other than like normal pill stuff. And he says it's not, there's a trick to it. And Kenzo hid that on a CD-ROM.
I remember a weird CD in a blank case that made a hissing sound last night.
And he put it on a CD-ROM because it's archaic, so it kind of limits where you can view it. But it's also inadmissible in court, which seems weird. Yeah,
it's weird.
I can put CDs in that over there.
Sure
I was just burning CDs today.
So you can only put the CD in the T-Gear 99, and that there's a special like boot method involving employee ID cards and like a secret code that involves family crests. Which
can't wait to talk about that.
Yeah, that's a fun one. And then you learn that this guy, he wants, he'll reveal himself, and he'll reveal more when he gets to home. He wants to go to home for safety. And Ed kind of notes that when he gets angry, he doesn't have an accent. So they think that he is from beyond and wants to go to home for safety. You also learn that Kenzo was eliminated and that his body was disposed of, and you will never find it. And the reason why Lorraine had to die was probably because he told her something that he shouldn't have.
I'm almost positive, because they talk about where this body could possibly be a lot. I'm almost positive Salvatore sent that shit to the moon.
Oh, it's on the moon.
It's got to be.
That's on the moon. I think everybody is bad. Okay, I've got a lot of stuff happens in this thing. I think Salvatore is bad. I think Gates is bad. I think Chris
Salvatore
is bad.
Is absolutely
bad time.
Salvatore is bad. That one was not hard. I think Gates is bad. I think Chris is bad. Everybody's fucking bad. I don't trust anybody except Ed. Maybe.
Yeah, I trust Ed. I think Ed,
I do trust Ed. They wouldn't. That's one thing that I do trust. Like he's like,
I feel like Kojima's not one to have like your buddy be a piece of shit.
Yeah,
that's true.
I also do trust Victor. Victor's cool.
Yeah, Victor's cool. Though I will say I had a moment.
I had a moment of weakness.
Like, holy shit, is he fucking pulling one over on us right now?
I had a moment of weakness, but I think Victor's cool. I do think that all of the other Policenauts are bad, and I think Chris is bad. That's like my bare minimum right now, and I'll tell you why. I think.
I mean, Chris is bad, but she's also bad.
Right.
You know what I'm
right. And when I mean bad, I mean good. So here's what's going to happen here is that as Nine Stars is getting ready to leave, he kind of tells you this thing is bigger than you think. The BCP has even been infiltrated.
Oh shit.
And you're just like, fuck, okay.
And immediately my fucking brain is going off and I'm like, it's Tony. It's been Tony. We all know it's Tony. On my fucking game case, it's Jonathan and Tony side by side. And I'm like, Tony's the bad guy. Go get him.
Yeah. Well, yes, but so Ed will also catch Jonathan here. He'll smell smoke, and Jonathan he lit the cigarette for a second, his bent cigarette, but turned it back off. And
I'm really surprised that this comes back up later. I thought it was just
I was too. I thought it was just like another goofy cigarette reference, but it actually served a purpose, which was very like shocking.
I'm like, Jonathan can be intelligent? What the
crazy
fuck?
That's the thing that fucking kills me, is that he could have just been a cool dude, but he wasn't.
He just chooses not to be. And I kind of respect it, I guess. No, I'm kidding.
That's Alessio. That's not you. That's the amoeba talking. It's not you.
Not the
Put
amoeba.
Put me down. James, quick question. I almost called you James because that's what you wrote as your screen.
That's what they call me.
Who did you think Chris was when we were talking about her?
Please tell us.
I need to know.
The one guy.
Oh, okay, got it.
At the I fucking can't remember his name either.
The guard?
The blonde guy with the goggles?
Yes. Yeah.
Dave.
Okay, Dave. Thank you. Yes. I was thinking of Dave when you were saying
That's
Chris.
what I figured.
Dave is a cool guy, but
I was like, oh, I fucking love Dave.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. He's the purest.
So John, it's like, somebody sees you with that, they're gonna report you, and Jonathan's like, maybe I'll show Mark, and it's like hell you will. So that's where that comes in.
Mm-hmm.
You go back to the Hojo household, talk to Karen. You can watch some more news.
I was in and out of this motherfucker. I was like, I got the CD, I know where it is. Catch you later.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. I always like when there's the TV, I always check the news to see what's going on in the world. They had a solar forecast, real nice day. Enjoy the sun. You also learn about like day labor refugees from the Near and Middle East on home coming and being granted asylum. And have mentioned that Beyond has an illegal immigration problem. And then
interesting.
There's another one about negotiations between Earth and Beyond kind of breaking down really bad because of like aid percentages and stuff like that. So,
oh no.
Interesting.
Prescient.
Interesting. Karen will also mention that she got a voice only call from a woman asking to. You have to like go. If you just went in and grabbed the CD and left, you wouldn't have gotten this.
Yeah, I talked to her a little bit because I remember she told me about her family crest essentially being the Triforce. And I was like, okay, sick.
Yeah. There's like a option that's like unusual occurrences, and it'll be her talking about how a woman called asking to borrow a CD. And when Karen said she didn't know what she was talking about, she hung up, and everybody thinks that's really fishy. But you grab the CD. It has the Triforce on it. And Jonathan promises that he's going to find Kenzo, and Karen says that she'll put how she feels about him behind her to help if needed. Now you got to find a T-gear, and so you head over to old Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals, which is very stupid. But there's nobody there, including Michael, our guard from earlier.
Yeah.
And Ed is very, very stern with Jonathan about pulling any bullshit during this moment. So Jonathan's like, "It's me, baby. Like, what am I going to do?" He's like, "Yeah, it is you. That's why I'm so concerned."
That's the big problem.
That's
Jonathan.
the issue, is that it's you.
These nighttime infiltrations are the music is.
Oh, it's scary.
Yeah, I will say this.
It's tense.
I meant to bring this up when we were in Ed's house at the beginning. I'm not a big fan of the music in this game. I feel like it's kind of cheap in comparison to Snatcher. Like, it just feels kind of like weird. Ed's house, low key, might be like the best song.
I
in the game.
love Ed's house music.
It was
Ed's house is
so
cool.
good.
Yeah, the nighttime investigation music though is actually really scary.
That one's good.
It's kind of
there are like some handfuls that are really, really good, but I think compared to Snatcher, which granted is a phenomenal soundtrack,
Great soundtrack.
I just feel like I don't know, this didn't
a little underwhelming.
Yeah.
So you can look around, you can get a better look at the map of the place, but it doesn't really tell you a whole lot. And you go into the DDS room where you were earlier, and you discover that the T-gear has been taken from the room.
Not the T-gear.
So the T-gear is
Stole
gone.
our old computer.
Stole our old computer. You also discover that the whiteboard has been erased, and the photo of Kenzo and Lorraine that was on the table earlier is also gone. So that's weird.
I was so convinced that the security guard was gonna like walk in and pull some shit. I was like so nervous. I was like, we gotta go.
My boy Michael needs to be pure for the rest of the game, please. Because I've already lost.
Isaac. It's
Isaac. Michael is just Isaac. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like super smart, but he's like, I got too ripped, so they told me I had to go work security now.
Yeah.
It's Isaac.
That's why Isaac's not on the podcast. He got too ripped, so he told me how to work security.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why he's not
just
here.
secures my house now.
Yeah. So you have to find another T-gear, and they kind of point you in a direction. And so, in theory, you're like, oh, who else had a T-gear?
I thought Hojo had one at home, and then I remembered the hospital at the last second.
Yeah. They kind of push you there, but no, you can go. The idea here is that you go to BCCH to go use Ishida's T-gear terminal in the pharmacy. We're going to take a detour.
Oh, shit.
We're going to go back to Ed Brown's house right now.
Yeah, I saw it on the thing, but I was like, I don't know. I was like, I'm in it with the investigation. I'm not taking any fucking pit stops. Let's go.
Yeah. I saw it. I was like, you know what? I have a little extra time. I'll go see what's up at the house. Maybe I'll talk to Mark. Maybe I'll show Mark the cigarettes.
Maybe I'll show...
Come here, kid.
That was legit my thought. It's like, oh, maybe I'll show Mark the cigarettes. Mark's asleep.
Yeah,
Mark's
Jonathan, classic fucking 32-year-old just giving smokes to children and checking out.
I'm turning 32 this year. It's what I'm most looking forward to.
He's just showing kids cigarettes, baby.
Yeah, just showing kids cigarettes and ogling 16-year-olds.
James, did you ever? We talked about this on one episode. Did you ever smoke?
He smoked a cigarette.
With me many
times.
I
smoked with Alessio. I used to have a bad habit of like if I was drinking that night and I ended up outside at any point, I was probably 100%. Bumming a cigarette from someone.
Yeah, but you also have asthma, don't you?
The tipsy to bumming a cigarette pipeline is pretty strong.
Yeah. The number of times
never like
James and I would be in a parking lot smoking, and then I'd be like, James, don't you have asthma?
And I'd be like, it's fine. I want to hang out with you.
You never stopped me. Goddamn. Okay. Go back to Ed's house. Mark's asleep. Anna's there.
Mark's asleep?
Anna's there.
No. It's no good.
You can, in fact, touch Anna's boobs.
You can. I'm sorry. You can what?
You can touch Anna's boobs.
No.
In front of Ed, mind you.
Ed.
Oh, I forgot. Ed's with you.
Yeah, Ed's with you. The first time this happened, Ed gets really upset, and Jonathan said he needed to do this for his thesis. He also says,
"What was he a fucking college student?"
Yeah, he says,
"We're gonna my post grad.
I was testing you, Anna, and you passed my test with flying areolas."
Did he really say that?
No. Jonathan.
What the fuck?
I will get the screenshots. I will get the screenshots.
Well, now I have to replay it so that I can see what it's like on the Sega Saturn version.
That's not it, though. You could do it a second time. Touch her a second
time. Does Ed
time.
pull out a gun and shoot you in the face?
Ed threatens you. He doesn't pull out a gun and shoot you. He threatens you, and he says, don't you even think about doing that again. And you can't. There it is. But Jonathan, if you look at them, will say, just looking at them is torture or glorious nectar.
Oh.
And if you think that I'm done.
Oh, no.
No.
God damn it.
A couple of times, Jonathan will ask, hey, I'd really like to have that poster of you.
Oh, my God.
After he told Ed that the poster was fucked up and weird?
He's like, Ed, this is fucked up and weird, which just happens to be the intersection of the things I love the most.
Anna doesn't mind. Like, yeah, you can keep the poster. Ed's like,
yeah.
Not in your, Ed's like, not in your life, dude. Not in your fucking life. As you leave, Jonathan be like, it was good to see you, Anna. And Anna will say, it was good to see you too. If you'd like, you can come alone next time.
No. Anna.
Are you serious?
It's not her fault. I won't shame her.
She's too young. Her brain's underdeveloped. She doesn't know.
That's all real.
Poor
That is all 1,000% no cap real.
So, like, Jonathan just elevated himself from, like, sexual deviant to legitimate pedophile.
Yes.
Yeah. He's a predator.
That's a problematic man.
I mean, I'm sure there are some states in the United States where 16's fine, but it's still just fucked up and gross, and that's insane.
Kid Rock would argue.
Kid Rock would
know. Dude,
it's
Japan,
mandatory.
I think Japan's age of consent was like fucking 14.
That's crazy.
Forever, like until like 10 years ago or something.
Nasty word.
That's crazy.
So we go to the hospital. So mind you, this would have been charming had I not just experienced what I just experienced again. But you go in, and they do this cool thing where, because the hospital is closed and the lights are off and it's empty and very creepy, there's like an echo effect on their voices.
Yeah.
They do this at the AMM later too. It's very cool. But Jonathan makes this joke that's like, hey, listen, if anybody spots us, we can just use the fact that you're old and you need to bend over for the rubber glove as the reason why we're here.
Yeah.
And they just like,
a quick little 4 a.m. prostate exam.
Yeah.
The sound design thing you just said too just reminds me of, like, you know, you'll see something like what just happened with Jonathan, and it's like, okay, fucking Kojima's a fucking hack. But then there's like so many small details that create such unique environments and like ambiances that it's like, this fucker knows something.
The immersion
I get mad about it.
in this game is like very real.
It's really,
it's really good for what it is. Yeah.
And like Lily and I have talked about it a little bit off mic, which, like, when you do sit down to play this game, it can feel very heavy because, like, you have to be just in it. Like, you can't be doing anything else.
Pay attention and listen to what's going on.
Tons of reading.
It's
like,
so dense,
But I will say, like, when you're in the mindset, kind of like, I guess, if you're playing like Red Dead Redemption 2 or something, like, if you're in it for that, it's like, dude, just sitting at the coffee table with my fucking little Sega Saturn mouse and just vibing, like, it's great.
So we continue through the hospital, and you go to the director's office, and Chris is in her office. She's there.
Girl. Famous girl I've always known.
Famous girl that James has never mistaken for a man at all, ever.
No. Not this girl.
Yeah. She says that she had to work late and is like, what are you doing here? And Jonathan's like, look, we had a lead. that couldn't wait, and the door to the hospital was open, so we just kind of came in, and they're just like, please don't tell Gates, we're gonna get in big trouble. And she's like, I'll let it go if you let me in on what you're doing.
Which is tight. That's very funny.
Yeah.
But there's also part of me that's like, Chris, are you going to track us with this information? Are you selling the information?
She's bad. She's bad. I'll tell you why in a little bit.
She's committing some crimes.
So they're like, yeah, totally. And then you talk to her and you find out that Ashita never showed up for his work today, his shift today. And that's not normal. So they're like, he's got a tea gear in his pharmacy, and Jonathan's like, can we use it? She's like, okay, I'll look the other way. And Jonathan says the dumbest fucking thing you could possibly say, which is, and God said, let there be wind.
I don't think he said that in the Saturn version.
That's what he said in the PS1 version, my guy.
That's nuts.
Stupid ass pervert pedophile ass Jonathan
funny.
Ingram.
You can apologize when you're talking to Chris, and every single time you hit it, more and more and more, I think she thinks lesser of Jonathan. She's like, all right, you can please just stop fucking apologizing. It's pretty funny.
So you go into the pharmacy. There's a very cool Snatcher calendar up on the wall.
It is very fucking cool.
Ashita was blocking it when you were talking to him earlier, but you can see it now. They mentioned, why is it from 7 years from now in 2047?
Oh shit, I didn't catch that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And they say like maybe it's some like form of postmodern art.
Hell yeah.
It's just like some Tokugawa freebie.
Speaking of Tokugawa, I just want to brace the listener. You're about to hear this sound.
Fuck.
Like 15 times.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah. When that happened,
I was blown away.
I was laughing.
I was like,
so
could a Japanese person
hard.
be racist against themselves? Like,
I tell you, listener, the answer is yes, if you can even believe it.
It happens a comical amount. There were like 4 back to back within like 30 seconds.
So the goal here is you need to plug in Kenzo's ID card and then use some like secret code involving the family crests to log in. So when you log in, it plays that sound, and then you kind of have to do that sound, and then you have to kind of do a puzzle to like get into the system.
How did you solve it, Lily? I'm curious.
Google.
Okay. So you were just like, before you even tried?
Because I couldn't. It's because I knew that there was the list of family crests in Kenzo's house, but there's only 8 of them, and there's like 18 of them here.
Well, so I was thinking about going back and checking, but you can't.
Yeah,
like once you're in that screen, you literally can't back out. So I was thinking about it more and more, and I was like, you know what? That fucking Kojima probably did some stupid CD bullshit.
That's why. It was a precursor to the look on the case for Meryl's
my
Kodak
reproduction
number.
of the case has like all the OG shit. So I was like, let me look on the case, but it doesn't have the manual. And so I was like, let me see if I can find a scan of the manual. And lo and fucking behold, I was blown away. I thought it was going to be like something you had to decode. It's just right there. It's like, here's a page with everything.
18 family crests.
It's so stupid.
Oh, interesting.
So it's like a precursor to the Metal Gear Solid thing, where it's like, look for Meryl's Kodak numbers on the case.
Yeah. I think they did that with the MSX Metal Gear as well.
Yeah. Interesting, though, that this puzzle involves a in-universe CD-ROM that does not actually help with the puzzle.
It's so weird.
Because you remember we talked about in MGS1 how we thought that the CD in MGS was what you needed to look at to get the code.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. Same thing. Also, if you know anything about like Japanese family crests in
Sorry.
It's Alessio's new favorite sound effect. In this universe, though, if you know anything about Japanese family crests, there's a really bad password system.
Yeah.
Right?
Wow.
Like,
well,
really
there's
terrible.
a lot of Japanese
Too
people.
true.
Didn't they say like 70% of the people on Beyond?
Right.
Yeah.
And apparently only 18 family crests. So it's just like you would think that like a determined enough person would know how to do this.
Yeah.
Anyway, so basically what happens is it will show you a family name, and then you have to click the crest, and it'll do this a couple of more times. I think it's like 5 of them. And then when you get the correct answer, what happens?
No joke. Literally,
No
that
joke.
sound effect.
That happens when you get it correct. And you
I
get
wish
in.
my computer made that sound when I put in my password in the morning. Like, that would be...
It would make me more excited to log into my computer.
Right?
I'll tell you that much. This CD-ROM is the dumbest thing in existence, right?
You're talking about the way it loads in? The weird
No, just like
popped
what?
out side
well,
thing?
No, but just the way that it exists at all.
Yeah, it's very weird.
It's a
presentation.
It's a presentation. It's a 5-minute sales pitch about selling drugs.
About the most illegal way to sell drugs.
Yeah.
When I saw the word sales demo, I threw up in my mouth.
It's a sales demo for selling drugs in the most illegal way you can think of, thought up by the dorkiest fucking dorks imaginable. And
well, they've somehow made drug dealing not cool.
Yeah,
it's... I want to summarize it super, super simply really quick for the listener in like a single sentence, because it does get a little convoluted. Their entire premise is like, what if Tylenol sold fentanyl secretly hidden in their pills?
Yeah, in the Tylenol. Yes.
It's very weird.
I took a little summary that I think is easy to follow.
Okay.
So basically... Also, why can't you take this to court? Why is this not admissible in court?
So I thought that too, but then Ed makes a good point where he's like, anybody could fabricate a video.
True.
Like this.
Yeah, there's no names or anything on it. But yeah, it's got this like the fucking sickest 3D animation you've ever seen in your life, by the way.
That's playing like multiple.
So basically the K series of DDSs has specifically been for drug distribution. Distributing NARC, and K9, because of how they've developed this system, is the most successful
drug
version of it. Yeah. So it's not in the drug itself, it's in the gel cap. So the little capsule, like what the capsule is made of, it's in the gelatin of the capsule, which means that you can have anything in the capsule itself, and you can trade what's in it, and it can become undetectable because nobody's thinking to test the capsule that's containing it, right? So you can have Tylenol,
the Prozac with drugs.
Yeah, you can put your fucking, Prozac.
Oh, you can put drugs. You can put illicit drugs in the gel cap and get double drugs.
Right.
Yeah. Be like, yo, I'm getting a little Fenty and Narc simultaneous.
I'm seeing the benefits.
Well, but the weird part is you have to combine two separate.
Yes. It is a binary narcotic, is what they call it. And so basically the crest on it is you have to bring Tokugawa together. And you have to find a capsule that has different parts of the crest. And then you take 2 capsules, and then that activates the NARC. So they've determined that they've made it safe. So if you only take 1, the NARC won't activate. You need to take 2 capsules that have 2 halves of the Tokugawa crest on it.
So if you're like, I have indigestion and a cold, you might accidentally get fucked up on NARC.
I have indigestion, upset stomach, and a crippling addiction to Fent.
Well, that's the one thing. That's the one thought that I had that just I feel like defies their logic, is like, because they're like, yeah, we can do this with any OTC drugs, and I'm like, plenty of people take multiple over-the-counter drugs if they're not feeling well.
Well, they bring that up later. Chris is like, this, they could just like put this on the market, and Jonathan's like, I think that's the point. I think the point.
Yeah,
is
no, they even mention it in the presentation that like it'll be in pharmacies, it'll be here, it'll be there. So like grandma who takes fucking 15 different pills, is just getting fucked up on NARC by accident.
So we don't know. Just fucking getting her lean on, man.
Also, is no one gonna say anything if suddenly CVS has 1,000 people in line wrapped around the building?
There was I swear to God, there was a Law and Order Criminal Intent episode about this very thing, where they were like smuggling drugs inside the capsules of other drugs. And it did work out how you just described, where people started going to the drugstore because they knew that the Tylenol there was laced.
They're like, I need a fix, baby.
But here's the thing is like, in this universe, that wouldn't be suspicious because the pharmacy is in the hospital, so everybody's going to that pharmacy anyway.
Yeah.
So, and it's all controlled by the same fucking thing, so that's why it wouldn't be a problem, right?
I'm so stupid that at first, when they talked about this like revolutionary new drug delivery system, I was like, oh shit, they're gonna set it up to where I can buy drugs digitally. And I was like,
you wouldn't download a drug.
I was like, oh yeah, they're gonna give you like an implant, and as soon as you hit purchase on the online store, you just get it sent to your blood system.
Yeah,
honestly,
sick.
That's the future.
If I could download my estrogen, that'd be fucking sick.
Oh, think about the torrenting scene.
I know.
Silk
You
Road.
mean I can? Torrent. I'm gonna torrent my goddamn gender, bitches. What the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, fucking insane.
I've always said I want a 3D print an Armani suit. Like, get it to where I can torrent like expensive clothing and drugs. That'd be great.
Let me torrent Gerlukovich my gender, please.
Forgot about torrent.
How could you forget about torrent, dude?
Never forget torrent.
I had forgotten.
Anyway, so because of the way that it is distributed, again, it's osmotic pressure or whatever it is that is distributed, it gets distributed evenly and rapidly in the system without any issue.
So
and I want to make a note that the graphic that you see when they say this is an enlarged heart exploding.
Yeah,
that's right.
It's a warning.
They're like, so we're gonna kill our entire customer base. It's gonna be fire.
Yeah. And again, they explain it's safe to take only one capsule at a time. It won't activate with the other half, which is the bringing Tokugawa together. And because it's in the capsule and not the drug itself, it's indetectable by drug systems because they don't scan the material that contains the drug. They just contain the drug, which becomes a plot point here in a second.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if that's rooted in reality. I don't know that that's how that would work.
I mean, I don't know. It's the thing of it though is,
hey, Kojima's dad was a pharmacist. This is absolutely
yeah. So here's the thing about fiction though that I love is that like it doesn't necessarily have to be real. It just has to be plausible enough that you're like, huh.
That's true.
Yeah, plausible enough for any given reader to be like, I'm going to suspend my disbelief to continue to hang. And it's like, I can do that. This is close enough.
I can do that for this.
But and the other thing too is that like they set you up for this earlier in the game because they didn't test the capsule earlier either. They just tested the drugs and came up with that basic shit. So they have set you up to believe that a police forensics science officer
good call.
wouldn't check for this in this universe. So why would a layman or like a fucking whatever travel
that's a good
agency?
point.
Yeah, until everybody's Fenty leaning around the hospital.
Right.
Fucking Dawn of the Dead over at BCCA.
Yeah. So after this presentation, there's the shot of Chris, Ed, and Jonathan just like huddled around the computer is one of my favorite shots in the game.
And
it's
her
so
going like,
it's so good. It's such a great shot. But they kind of surmise that like this plan can't just be Tokugawa. It can't just be Kenzo. Like there's got to be the mafia involved. There's got to be some huge entity involved with this. And Chris worries.
The police have to be involved. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
everybody's involved. This is when Chris is just like, this could mean that they can just kind of casually put narc in stores and pharmacies. And Jonathan's like, yeah, I think that's the plan. And then he kind of asks if there are any samples of canine kind of laying around. Chris is like, I don't think they're going to be stupid enough to kind of leave them. But I'll look. And then this is when they start to be like, I think Ishida might be in on this. Do you think?
Yeah.
And I start putting the puzzle together. Like Ishida is probably 9 stars, right? Like we're kind of figuring
I thought it was
out.
either Ishida or Chris.
I thought it could have been Chris. I thought it might have like weirdly been Tony. Like,
yeah, that thought did cross my mind at one point.
So there were a couple of people I thought it could be, but this is when I was like, no, it's definitely Ishida.
There was a part of me that was like, what if it's fucking Lorraine and she didn't actually know?
I also thought it could have been
That'd be
Salvatore.
Cool. Oh shit. Yeah,
like I think
true.
that also he could have been him as well. Like I don't know why he would need to do like whatever, but like
Yeah,
people doing fake accents. I don't know. And they're just like, shit, we should go talk to Victor, and get the capsule from him and kind of test the capsule. This is where the milk comes back in.
Oh shit!
If you did drink too much milk during this section of the game, Jonathan's like, damn, I have to shit real bad. Let me just use the bathroom really quick. Chris, can I use the bathroom? She's like, yeah, just turn the fan on, dude. Like,
Are you fucking with me?
No, he gets diarrhea real bad if he drinks too much milk at dinner.
He's
Why?
like, and I also have a headache, and she's like, here,
so
take this
much later
indigestion
than when
medicine,
that
I have a
happened.
headache.
Well, that's not the thing. She's like, do you want me to get something for you? Like to take for it? And he's like, is it going to be a Tokugawa pharmaceutical?
Oh fuck yeah!
And she goes, what difference does it make? And I'm here like, did you not just watch the same video that we did? It makes a huge difference.
And I'm over here like,
so that was my allusion to Johnny. He was making dudes named Johnny have diarrhea even this far back.
Whoa.
Kojima, hey, Johnny in the Discord needs to never visit Kojima because Kojima will just put a curse on him.
Yeah, he will magic.
Make him
He will magic the doo doo into your butt.
Oh, don't make me shit,
dude. Edith the other day straight up goes, I'm like, Edith, do you have poop in your diaper? Do I need to change your diaper? She goes, no, mommy pooped in my diaper. I was like, whoa.
Oh my god, mommy pooped my pants.
So
Disney
great.
Channel original movie, Mom Pooped My Pants.
So fucking funny.
Starring Hilary Duff as the poop.
Yep. But yeah, so from here it's time to go back to forensics.
And Jonathan and Ed at this point, we've clearly established they have not slept.
Yeah, they've been going this whole time.
No time to sleep. We gotta solve a crime.
Yeah. So you go to forensics and you kind of explain the secret to Victor, and then you ask him to examine the actual capsule portion, and he's like, I can't. Tony came and got it.
Fucking Tony.
And they're like, what the fuck? And
Tony.
they're like, why did you give it to Tony? And he's like, I thought that you told him to come and get it. And they're like, nope. And so you go to AP, and the first thing that happens in AP is that Gates Becker is very cross with you. And he's like, I need a word.
He's going to be more cross at the beginning of the next act because I saw the first minute or two and I was like, holy shit.
Uh-oh. So he kind of confronts you about the party that you went to and is just like, look, I was able to smooth over him wanting to sue us, thankfully. But if you get in trouble again, you're on your own. Just behave. And they're like, okay. And then you go and talk to Tony, and Tony is holding a pill, and he's like,
looking like a creepy piece of shit.
Yeah.
Check this shit out.
And he's just like, I went and got the pill. You can't trust that absent-minded professor.
Like, I got you.
He's like, you can't trust that absent-minded professor. I did a test myself, and there was no narc in here at all. And
he's also high as fuck.
Yeah, he's Fentanyl actually. And he's just like, everybody knows what you're doing, the way you're carrying on. There's no narc in here, dummies. And he gives them the pill back, and they realize it's not the same capsule. It's a different capsule.
I thought in this moment that Victor had swapped it.
Sure. Yeah.
Not to give Tony the benefit of the doubt, because fuck Tony, but I was like, God damn it, Victor, you don't turn on me. Don't you dare turn on me.
Yeah. Devastating.
No, turns out Tony's just a fucking asshole. But Tony insists that, oh no, of course it's the same one. I gotta bounce and go update security for the anniversary celebration. Okay.
Classic.
You can also ask Gates if he trusts Tony, and Gates is just and tells tell him about your theory about the pills. And Gates is like, I've known Tony since he was a kid. At this point, I've known Tony longer than I've known you.
That's right.
I'm not going to have accusations thrown at my men without proof. Meanwhile, Ed Brown,
normal men.
Just innocent men. Meanwhile, Ed Brown is right there and is one of his men. So that's fucked. Don't like that. You can also go back and tell Victor about the switcheroo, and he feels real fucking bad about it. He's not.
Yeah, he legitimately did seem really bummed.
That was when I was like, okay, Victor's cool. He's not. He's very not happy. You you go back to Vice because we have no idea where else to go at this point. And you learn a bit from Dave and Meryl, primarily that they discovered that Tony took a flight to home on the same day Lorraine did and doesn't have any family on home. And also you'll also learn that the bomb that killed Lorraine is a special type only available to military and police.
How about that? How about that?
Classic.
Then they'll tell you that 9 Stars called, saying that things have changed and meet him at AMM at 4 a.m. And Meryl's like, the thing here is that this was a woman's voice and she had a home accent. And this is when I was just like, everyone's bad. Chris is bad.
Chris is bad.
Gates is bad. Jonathan's bad. Everybody's bad.
I guess I hadn't thought about the fact that it could have been Chris. This was the moment that I was like, fuck, is Lorraine still alive?
No. But this is when I started thinking that Chris is probably a bad guy.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Because again, and she's just like showing up in places and hindering chase sequences, and
I forgot. That's coming up.
Yeah, and all this other stuff. This 9 Stars. The thing that really sealed it for me is something that happens in the next sequence, which I'll talk about in a second. But like here, I'm just like, why is a woman calling? A woman also called Karen to get a CD.
Right.
And it's just like, and if this is the same person, then we just showed her the CD and we're playing into her head. Like, it's this whole thing. But it's time to go to fucking AMM now. So you go back to the Space Museum.
Every time you say AMM, I think of Liquid Metal Mike, by the way.
Oh, shit.
This place fucking sucks at night. This place is
creepy.
Creepier than shit. I hate it.
It's about to give even fucking creepier.
It's like a horror movie, horror game.
The reveals as they come are pretty sick.
Oh, they're fucking sick.
They're so sick.
So you start in the core room. I did it in sequence. So I started in the core room. I moved to the space room, and the space room is very creepy, but nothing amiss just yet.
I did.
You get to the Beyond room, and the models of Ed and Jonathan are missing their heads.
So fucking scary.
Fucking ridiculous. Yeah. I got very freaked out.
I was not happy about it. I was not.
I felt like I was in a creepypasta. I was like, this is no good.
Yeah. And again, like the scary nighttime investigation music is playing, and the fucking scare chords and stings are playing. I'm unhappy.
Like when Doki Doki Literature Club gets
takes the turn.
Weird.
Yeah.
That takes that. Yeah. 100%.
100%. So you see this and you're just like, it seems like it might be a message. You move back to the space corner.
Oh, Lord.
And in the same place that 9 Stars was standing earlier, there is a space suit. However, it is missing its head and it is covered in blood.
Yeah.
So you're like, holy shit. You do some investigation. There is a message on the suit written in blood that says, drop the case, Policenauts. Jonathan at this point is like, hold on, I'm looking for something. And he kind of like looks at it. It's like, what are you looking for? He's like, don't worry about it. There's also a message in blood on the plaque kind of pointing to the solar system. And it's like arranged a little bit weird. So you go and look at the solar system display and it says, oh, there's a 10th planet here for some reason. And if you investigate it, you discover Ishida's head cut off.
Surrounded by mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes. A swarm of mosquitoes. And this was when I was like, fucking Chris. Yeah. I don't know this for sure. I haven't played on, but I'm just like this. And I think I made the connection because I did replay Act 1 and realized the mosquito scene was mandatory to have you, which is like they put the perviness in there, but they
think about
to have you associate the mosquitoes with Chris.
Okay.
I did not even.
Yeah,
this is Lily's fucking
Hot
Death
damn.
Stranding 2 moment.
Yeah,
I see the truth.
Yeah. So I think it's Chris, but like these mosquitoes disperse, and Ishida's head making this grotesque like face.
It's crazy.
It's gnarly looking.
Before they disperse, the 10th planet looks like this orb of like black matter. Like when they were approaching it, I was like, "Are we about to crest into like magic territory?
Right.
Like what the fuck is going on?" And then,
I mean, to morons, science is indistinguishable from magic.
Very true.
So you'll realize now that 9 stars is the Ishida family crest. So it's the 8 circles around the central circle.
Mm-hmm.
And that the paw print that was on that whiteboard was the Ishida family crest and not a paw print.
Yeah.
And now you got to start going ham on some mosquitoes because they are swarming, they are attacking. You just got to fucking shoot wildly.
It's so I literally stopped for a second and I was like, there's no way this is the thing you're supposed to do. Like maybe you're not supposed to shoot. But Ed's like, shoot all the mosquitoes, Jonathan.
You just got to fucking go ham, man.
Which brings me to something actually.
Yeah.
When you get shot, it hurts real bad. Let's give this a shot. It's Guns with Chad.
Welcome to Guns with Chad, the place for all things rootin', tootin', and most importantly, shootin'. Jonathan uses his gun to fire at the swarm of mosquitoes at Ed's urging, even. This is, in fact, not the recommended method of dealing with these small flies. That's right. Mosquitoes are flies. In fact, that is what their name means in both Spanish and Portuguese. The recommended preventative methods are to first eliminate any standing water because that's where all the breeding happens, and to use a diethylamide spray like off with an exclamation mark. Is off in America? I know it's in Canada. Write in and tell us. Send an email. Let us know. If you must kill, the recommended weapon is a fly swatter, which is most commonly a small rectangle or round sheet of a lightweight, flexible, vented material attached to a metal or plastic handle and not a gun.
When you get shot, it hurts real bad. Let's give this a shot. It's Guns with Chad.
Thanks, Chad.
Wow, thanks,
You
Chad.
you shouldn't use off. You should use a different type of bug spray because off is owned by SC Johnson, a family company, and they are very right leaning.
Oh no. Also off is plumb fucking packed full of DEET. And I love some DEET.
I love me some DEET, bitches. Let's give me some goddamn DEET. Thank you, Chad, from the past into our future. I'm glad we still got
future Chad.
days of past and future Chad.
It's Chads of
Chad.
Whatever.
Days of.
Oh, it's days of future Chads. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
The magician longs to Chad. Chance out between two countries. Chad, walk with me.
Fire walk with Chad.
Fire walk with Chad.
Fire walk with Chad.
I was struggling on that one, but we brought
Fire
it back
is
home.
walking with Chad because he's a licensed gun owner and
True.
is packing heat.
True. Many are saying this. Chad better is. Not really. He's not. He's not here to defend himself, so we can't say things that are blasphemous.
I'll censor that one just for Chad's permanent record.
Yeah. But much like Chad said in his segment, it's so dumb, but shoot to kill, I guess. So,
you hear glass breaking and shit.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
The whole time I was shooting, I was like, I'm destroying this museum right now.
Eventually, it's just like we're doing fucking nothing. Yeah, obviously. So we have to find a source of CO2 to distract them because mosquitoes they gather around CO2. So you get to the moon corner, and one of the fucking astronaut suits comes to life. And start shooting at you. And this kind of annoying because when it goes into cover behind the ladder of the moon lander, and you have a very clear shot on this astronaut, but 100%. It does not hit it. It does not hit it. And also, you can't hover around where it pops out because it is smart enough to know that it shouldn't pop out when the reticle is there. So you have to actually move away and then move back to where they are when they pop out. It's very annoying.
Well, so I absolutely died, unfortunately, because the mosquitoes had whittled my health down fairly low.
Yeah.
And so just because I made a single mistake, I got fucked because this guy will shoot you 5 times or something. Yeah. And so I was just unloading because you can clearly, like Lily was saying, you can clearly see this dude hiding behind the stairs. Mm-hmm. So I was just unloading, and anytime I would go to reload, I would just get fucking lit up. So I had to play this part again, unfortunately. Yeah. But it picks up this room. That's one thing I was telling Lily. The continue system is so forgiving.
It's a very forgiving
here you
system.
Go.
I also died once here, but I did. It sets you up pretty nicely for continues. Yeah. After you kill this astronaut, Woodisons. After you kill this person in this astronaut suit, they're like, oh, we could use this fire extinguisher to do CO2, and you realize that Jonathan shot it and cracked the fire extinguisher, and so all the sodium bicarbonate leaked out. So you go to the coral room and they realize, oh, there's a fuck ton of CO2 in this coral. We just have to like get it to emit the CO2. Coral. And even though the extinguisher is broken, there is a vial of sulfuric acid in it that will help dissolve the coral and like let it release the CO2.
Is this how normal fire extinguishers work? Because
I couldn't tell you.
I was gonna say, this all seemed very
far-fetched
to me.
I don't know enough about fire extinguishers to object, so I just let it happen. But yeah, so you go back and then you don't actually have to shoot it. It's automatic, but they'll throw the vial, shoot the vial, and then the CO2 kind of off gases and all the mosquitoes swarm it, and then they book it and like lock them in the museum for apparently the next shift to deal with, along with all the
right. I was imagine you're coming in, you're whistling on your way to work. You open the doors, mauled, just annihilated.
Just a dead body in astronaut, 2 dead bodies in astronaut costumes, and a bunch of mosquitoes just waiting.
Sounds like me and James's promotional photo shoot we took for our company.
Yes, that's like so sick.
So they get outside and they kind of start going over the case, and they're just like, okay, Ishida and Kenzo were working together to sell narc on their own.
Hell yeah.
Behind Tokugawa's back. Tokugawa found out and fucking disappeared Kenzo. And then that's when Ishida came to them for help, and he also got killed.
Is it just me, or did Karen mention really early on that her dad was stressing the fuck out about like money problems?
Yeah, I think
because I'm trying to think like why would he do something like this if he was super straight laced? So I guess he was having his own like Breaking Bad TV show.
Well, her fucking bone marrow transplant.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
So it was a Breaking
quite
Bad
literally
moment, but
Walter
for
White.
Somebody else. Yeah. He also I think he was also getting stressed about his job really badly, and that I hate my fucking job comment, which made it easier for him. Which I had forgotten about. I hate my fucking job.
Can you fucking imagine if Vince Gilligan came out and was like, yeah, Breaking Bad was actually inspired by Policenauts?
Jesus Christ. I did love this little like sepia toned flashback to shit we just did.
Dude, they like go into
I'm like, yeah, dog, I was there.
Detail. Yeah.
I was there for it, brother. Yeah.
I thought it was like the end of the act and I had accidentally started the next one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That would have been a fine time for it.
So this is when Jonathan says the cigarette was on purpose. He used the cigarette to burn a mark into Ishida's spacesuit. And what he was checking earlier was if the mark was there. So he was able to confirm that it was in fact the same spacesuit, and that it was Ishida that came and talked to them earlier.
Genius.
It was like, fucking okay, man. Again, how cool, how smart. And then you're like that, fucker.
Well, the fucked up part is he probably does do this with women as well.
Ooh. Just puts a little cigarette mark in the back of their neck just for ID purposes.
Good. He's like, that was her.
For ID purposes.
Yeah. They kind of ponder like who the they was that Ishida was talking about. And they're just like, yeah, likely Tokugawa and the mafia working together. And then they figured that the astronaut was probably a hired hitman because people like that don't get their hands dirty. And then they start wondering about the woman's voice who called Vice. And at this point, Ed notices that someone's fucking with the car, and it's the bomber.
The fact that they still get in,
that's
fucking
insane to me.
Like, guys,
they're just like,
Ed's like, I think it's fine. Like, like literally, the line is like, "Oh, I don't think they did anything to the car."
Yeah, implying that they didn't manage to finish their sabotage in time, but it's just like, why would you just assume that?
Yeah,
but yeah, it's the bomber from the prologue. He's fucking with the car. They yell. He runs away. Jonathan book after him in the car, and it just seems like this is a bomber that was just messing with a car after he killed someone with a bomb after he fucked with the car, and they think, no, it's probably fine. He couldn't possibly do that twice.
It's insane.
So they also mentioned that the bike that the bomber is using has a gas engine, which is illegal on Beyond.
Oh, that's
good.
God. Yeah.
For me, what a scuffed fucking shooting section, man.
Oh, God, the highway.
I died so many fucking times. So years and years ago, I've kicked this habit pretty much, but like I had an impulse habit where if I got like really stressed, I would like pull my hair out.
Mm-hmm.
I had to stop playing the game for the evening because I caught myself doing it while doing this section.
It's pretty tough.
It looked tough.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, and I was like, is there a trick to this? Like, so for the listeners at home, essentially what ends up happening is you go into this first person, like Ed's driving, you're shooting out the window, but...
Ed drives like shit, by the way.
Well, he just doesn't turn.
He doesn't turn. He stays in the middle lane.
In the center lane.
He doesn't
I learned, because, and then if you hit cars, it's a health penalty. If you shoot cars, it's a health penalty. I learned way too fucking late that if you shoot near a car... It'll move out of the way.
I said fuck that.
That's cool.
So I died here probably like 3 or 4 times, and I noticed that nothing did as much damage as Tony on the motorcycle. Everything else was negligible.
Tony fucking does.
He
like
will chew through like half a health bar.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's crazy.
So I was like, you know what?
Sorry, the bomber.
Yeah, my bad. I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm just unloading on him the entire time. I'm going to ignore the trucks. I'm literally just going to try. Because if you hit him when he starts to shoot, he'll stop.
Oh, hell yeah.
And so essentially all I did was, so there are 3 of these, which is also fucking insane.
I will say they do refill your health every time you go into a different section. So that is something for it.
But I just looked at his fucking tail light and I was like, I'm aiming for that thing and I'm just going to click until my fucking gun stops shooting. And that is the only way I got through. And I got through with like a fucking centimeter of health every time.
Wow.
I will sit here and admit this freely. I got so angry. I died more times than I'm comfortable admitting during this section. And when I came back to it the next day, I said, fuck this. I turned the game speed down to 50% speed. And just did it slow, and then
I love that.
Now you're thinking with emulators.
That's why accessibility is important.
Yeah,
sometimes you don't want to deal with that shit.
Yeah, sometimes you just will. Like I was mad. I was angry.
Yeah,
we'll talk about a fun accessibility thing that's going to be coming up a little bit later.
God.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you go through 2 sections and then you get to the last section, which is a residential district. And when you get to the residential district, Ed will call Dave and Meryl for backup.
Which, like, why didn't you guys do that immediately?
In the first place?
Probably start with that one.
Yeah, because like they make a big, it's like, Meryl, Dave, you stay out of this. This is our thing. It's just like, why?
I don't know how Ed got by on his own these last 30 years, to be honest with you.
No, neither. You'll call them, and eventually Tony will like crash, and Ed will like kind of
flip the car and accidentally drive into a semi truck
right in front of a truck, and they have to kind of hoof it on foot. And you get to the train. They run to the train station, and they find some white blood, and they take a sample of it for Victor to analyze. And then you investigate a bunch of parts of the scene, and then the bobber pops out. You have another chaotic shootout with him, and eventually he'll like bolt up the stairs into the train station. And as he does this, the train arrives. So
Choo-choo, bitches.
Yeah. So you call Meryl and Dave, tell them to go to the next station to head him off.
Which, like, how the fuck did they even know he's getting off at that station? There's like hundreds of stations.
I think the idea is that like if they go to the next station, they can like get on the train. And
fair.
Or like
from like
there.
the other side or something. Yeah.
You see it in police movies all the time. The police like pincer moves.
That's true.
Like it. Yeah.
Also, like, our guys can flush him out to force him to get off at the next station.
Meryl's happy to see some real action. Dave's real happy to be able to finish his hamburger in time. It's all gravy. So you investigate the platform. You ask some people some questions, and eventually they will announce that the train is getting ready to leave. And they're just like, we don't fucking know if he's on the train, if he's still here. What do we do? You do some more investigating, and then the bomber pops out and starts a shootout again. all the passengers hit the deck except for one guy that's like holding his hands up and making himself a bigger target.
Hero shit.
But yeah, so you shoot a while and then you bolt onto the train. It's not a very long shooting section out here. A couple shots and then he runs onto the train. You follow him on, and you talk to the salaryman, and tells you that the guy ran to the next car, and there are white blood footprints leading to the next car. Jonathan, he asks what is going on. Jonathan's like, we're trying to get him for speeding and running several red lights.
I did not catch that. That is very funny.
That is pretty funny.
And Ed also says for not respecting his elders.
That's great. That's a really good one, actually.
So the blood stops in this car, and he is very clearly the man in this jacket hiding his face.
100
right?
Like within,
there's no doubt.
Well, not only that. So like, let's just remove this idea that like we know because we're media savvy and we've seen this a trillion times.
Sure.
If I'm in Jonathan's shoes, the first fucking guy I talk to is that salary man who looks like he's cold.
Yeah.
And he's like, my jacket. Oh no, never mind. And immediately I'm like, oh, the guy wearing the fucking jacket. Yeah, exactly. But even Jonathan's
then,
like, where could he be?
But here's the thing, even then, without even talking to anybody, if you put me in a room and said, who's the suspicious guy? It's like, I can see everybody's face.
Except for
this one guy that is in a jacket huddled in the corner trying not to have his face seen.
Yeah, it's like, insane. And then they're like, no, it couldn't possibly be that man because he's not wearing a motorcycle helmet.
Yeah. So, So everybody was nervous. Everybody's suspicious. Everybody's just like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what to tell you. The one salary man is like, my jacket. Never mind.
That one woman is like, please save us. And then her boyfriend's like, shut the fuck up.
Please help us, all this other stuff. And so it's just like very suspicious, very tense. You actually talk to the guy in the jacket and he's just like, a motorcycle suit? You mean like the kid behind me? Because there's a kid in like a normal motorcycle suit that's sitting there. And you then see the helmet behind the salaryman that's missing the coat.
Oh, I almost blew this fucking kid's head off.
Oh man. Well, he's like, don't shoot. It's my son. He made him wear the helmet. And this kid jumps into the middle of the aisleway and goes, hello. Like, I'm here. It's very, very silly.
So good.
And as this happens, of course, the guy in the coat turns around and it is the bomber wearing a balaclava.
Jonathan's like, oh my God, how could we have ever known?
Right. You shoot him a fucking ton. He does not go down. He runs to the next car.
Yeah, this guy fucking tanks so many bullets. Like the fact that we've done like 6 shooting environments now and he's still trucking is bananas.
He's strong.
You go to the next car and this man is taken a hostage. And who is it but Chris? And this is where I'm just like, this bitch is suspicious.
That is
what
suspicious.
The fuck is happening here? This is even more suspicious. The mosquitoes, everything. I started putting puzzle pieces together here.
Yeah, because it's not even been 24 hours, really.
Yeah.
Right. It's like, how is she just so happened to be on this exact train at this exact moment?
Right.
But you get a zoom in. You see the white eyes and purple hair sticking out of the mask. And his voice, even in the other car when he spoke, is clearly somebody we know.
100%.
And
yeah.
He's like, I'll kill you, and then runs off the train and drops Chris.
I couldn't tell if he was talking to Chris or if he was talking to Jonathan when he said that.
Oh.
Right. Well, that's an interesting prospect. There's another side of this that it's just like she is bad, but she is doing it because she is under threat.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely.
But I don't think she's not involved. I think
that's also very noir. To be like. They're holding. Oh, I was about to say they're holding my child hostage. That's quite literally what it is.
Oh shit!
That's why she's so upset about the. Okay, we did it.
She's in a real. She's in a real
case.
Olga situation.
Well, there's been a lot of call forwards here to some other shit that he done, so it does make sense.
Hey, I will say this really quick. Speaking of MGS2, going back to the aforementioned viewing of Kiki's delivery service. One of the characters' voices sounded really familiar, and I looked her up, and the woman who voiced her is Rose from MGS 2 and 4.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And I was like, I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna find this woman so we can talk to her before MGS4.
Nice.
I love that.
Love that.
But yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's a great. We pieced it together fully. I was trying to figure out what like the motivation was, but yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I'd completely forgotten about.
I had forgotten about the baby. But yeah, I guess I'll kill you because she does be like, no, don't leave me when they try to go after him, and they're like, you're okay, Chris, it's fine, we won't.
If that also explains why she's so fucking upset.
Yeah, she's like really scared, and like he is maybe telling her that he'll kill her if she doesn't do her job and stop them here to give him time to do all of this shit.
Knowing Kojima, I'm actually kind of surprised he didn't have Tony say like, I'll kill her or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because then that would have worked both as a threat to Jonathan and a threat to Chris.
Totally.
Well, I think the kid's a boy. I think.
Oh, okay.
No.
You should have just fucking made it a girl so that line worked.
Easy.
Should have. But the other thing too is that like I think like it's also kind of starting to make a little bit of sense now too, where it's just like, yeah, Tony is very obviously the bad guy here, but there are many other bad guys that we don't know about or why. And I think that's why Tony is like, they're not trying to make that much of a secret to Tony being like the bad dude.
That's true. I mean, that's pretty much what they did in Death Stranding too, as well as like if we have a bunch of easily identifiable twists, then we can play with other shit.
Yeah. They do eventually. They're like, Chris, shut up. You're fine. Just stay on the train.
You're a woman. You're hysterical.
Slap her across the face. No, they do eventually leave her behind on the train, and they go after this bomber. Jonathan finally is like, it's him. They don't say it out loud just yet. It's him.
It took them this long to fucking piece it together.
Right.
Yeah. They also call Meryl and Dave to kind of like get there and head him off. You'll get a call from Meryl, and she's in the middle of a firefight. The guy has a hostage. Eventually, some shit goes down, and she'll scream about Dave. She'll scream something happened to Dave. So, oh god, this pissed me off so bad. You get out. Dave has been shot. He is bleeding. He's got his signature smile on his face.
Even in death,
smile,
even in death, he smiles.
Sweet little bean.
Sweet bean.
His eyes are closed.
Yeah. He goes, so much for going for the non-vitals.
So good. I'm like my sweet summer child. The whole time I was thinking, you know what? Both him and Meryl could have been named Peter, and this would have been made all the better.
That's what I'm saying. Yes.
For the listeners at home, I just need to solidify this and crystallize it for eternity. James, for some fucking reason, wrote to all of the hosts and was like, do you guys think Peter's a good girl's name? And I'm pretty sure unequivocally everybody except for Chad was like, what the fuck are you talking
Here's
about?
the deal.
Really quick, before you try and defend yourself, James, I think Chad was also being facetious.
No, I think he was just playing along for sure.
We have a cat named Marnie. We've been calling her Sweet Peter.
I mean, it's funny as like a joke name.
It's funny as a joke name for a cat.
Yeah, it's like the fact that my dad called our dog Charlie, who is a girl, called her Chuck.
Yes,
and so
adorable,
I was like, all right,
funny,
she's Chuck
right?
from now on.
She's Chuck from now on. Yeah, and so then I was saying it more and more out loud, and I was saying, Peter, kind of a shitty boy's name, but for a girl, it could be kind of fun.
And everybody had a visceral reaction.
Yeah. And I was like,
forgive my fucking parents. I would never.
My partner Kaylee's like, it's a terrible name. Like, absolutely not. I was like, I'll ask the group.
Kaylee's right. Kaylee's great.
Yeah, every one of us were like, how fucking dare you?
And then Nick started posting medical sexual medical supply pamphlets from his fucking binder of shit.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Silicone nuts and shit like that. Yeah. So James got off the hook because we were looking.
I did. Saved by the sexual assault pamphlets.
Saved by the virtual boy dildos.
Yeah.
It's like dead silence.
So anyway, so Meryl will tell them that like the biker, the bomber, took a hostage inside this building, and he had a bomb. And Dave is just like, it was him, it was Tony. And so this is the first time we have now said out loud in the game that this bomber
finally fucking admitted it,
that killed Lorraine, that shot him, that did all this shit is Tony Redwood. And Dave has something to admit. He said, look, hamburgers aren't my favorite thing in the world. Meryl, I've been meaning to tell you the way that you smell like earth.
Ugh.
And he so my
the fact that he was able to like do a reveal for like some feelings he had and not have them be some creepy like I've been incel vibing behind you this entire time. I was like, my sweet summer child.
Truly impossible for Hideo Kojima, and yet he somehow managed to pull it off. I was so upset. I was real upset about Dave dying here. And I told Chad this, and he was just like, what happened now? And I sent him the screenshot, and he was like, I was fighting for my life last time when you guys were saying how much you liked him. Man, that sucks, dude.
Not for long.
Rest in peace, Dave.
Yeah. So Dave passes away. Everybody's really mad and upset. Ed and Jonathan bust into the building, and it is they fucking bust, dude. It is an L's handbag outlet store, and there is a woman in there screaming bloody murder. She's a hostage. She says that the guy ran out the back of the store, and as you tried to go after him, she's like, hey, he planted a bomb somewhere in here.
Casually.
Yeah, he took my bag and put it in the bag, and I didn't see where he put it. And it's brand new, and it doesn't look like the other ones in the store.
Back, please.
Yeah.
My favorite is if you keep questioning her. Jonathan's like, which one's your fucking bag? How do you not know what your fucking bag looks like? And she's like, I've only had it for a day. But he just like gets progressively more fucking frustrated. It's incredible.
Yeah. She also mentions like if they touch it, it will explode. And Ed is like, oh, this store is like a known L's counterfeiter. And they ask, like, be honest with us. We're not trying to insinuate anything. Is it a real L's bag or is it a counterfeit? And she's like, it's real. I got it from their store. I still have the receipt.
Because they had talked about at dinner that these bags specifically get counterfeited a bunch.
Yeah, because what happens is they make a bag and then they retire that design, get rid of all of the old designs. Lorraine talks about it. She also has one. Yeah. So you have this idea planted.
It's some hype beast shit.
Yeah. So yeah, some big hype beast shit. You're like, well, Ed, you live near here. Call Anna so she can bring her bag, and we can use
hold on, there's so many things wrong with this because it's like, why would you bring your daughter to an active bomb site?
Yeah,
I think the thought process, because they brought this up, and I'm not saying this is good, but I think the thought process is if this bomb goes up, it's going to blow us and the block up.
Sure.
Ed lives on the block. So if she's already here, then why? Then who cares?
Yeah.
My thought would be, hey, maybe I should have my daughter leave the vicinity.
Yeah, exactly. No, take a picture of your fucking bag with your phone and text it to me, dog. Like,
but it doesn't matter because Ed admits that he got the bag counterfeit from this store. And Jonathan's like, well, how the fuck are we going to do it? Meryl busts in.
It was a cute moment, though. His like admission was very cute.
Yeah, it's like, but he's like, you're a cop. Why are you buying counterfeits?
Yeah. The Meryl thing was also very funny.
Yeah.
Because like they've built her up to be this like hyper mask sort of character. And then her coming in here being like, I have one.
Yeah. So she busts in with the bag and she says that Dave gave it to her because
sweet.
Yeah. David's like, you should, this is gonna look great. You can be more feminine. You can have this bag. And she didn't think it vibed with her style, and so it's just been sitting in the squad car the entire time.
She's definitely gonna be wearing it from now on.
I'm sure. So you get the bag, and it's a so Alessio, this part wasn't the problem for you, the bag part?
No, I actually really enjoyed that. I will say at first I was like, why the fuck did you not just have me find the real one? Why am I having to like remove all the fake ones? Like there's no way, even if you spot it, there's no way to be like, this is the one.
Yeah.
I thought but I enjoyed it.
It
builds stress.
It's a pretty stressful picture match.
Yeah, I like
it. After this was over, I kind of learned about the mechanics of it, where you're not timed on this like you are in the actual bomb disposal or diffusing situation. But if you pick up a bag and put it back, every time you put a bag back, it takes 10 seconds off of the timer you have later.
Interesting.
Yeah. So the more you fuss with it, the less time you're going to have to actually do the disposal later. But it's just like pretty interesting. It's like it's a picture match basically. So you have to spot the differences between the two pictures. And if it doesn't match, you remove it. If you're not sure, you put it back. And the goal is to remove. It's like the most aggressive version of Deal or No Deal you've ever seen. Your goal is to whittle it down to one briefcase, and that briefcase or bag essentially has the bomb in it. Some of them are easy. A lot of them are very subtle. So like a texture.
I was really surprised at how subtle it gets.
Yeah. A texture being slightly wrong, or there's like a loop is a little bit too big.
Yeah. Like I was very surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw, I had looked up a list of like all the comparison points, and it was the straps, like the fastening straps, the logo position and style, the gold trim, the shoulder strap itself, whether it's like a large or a small loop, whether it's fat, round, or square, and then even down to like some textural differences on like the actual asset. Like,
that's true. Yeah, crazy. Those the textural ones I think are pretty easy
obvious
to pick out. Yeah.
But
there were times where I was like up against the TV screen, being like, "Is that the same texture?
What the fuck is this?" Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. I did manage to get it on my first go through. Alessio's this entire thing I did in one try. Which
I did the bag part in one try.
Wow.
The bomb too, like the entire stretch was one try.
The
bomb is apparently very hard, and I did not realize.
Fucking
Notoriously
gold
so.
Star
apparently.
for Lily over here.
But it is pretty scary. So after you find the right bag, you're like, okay, the bomb's here. Meryl comes in and is just like, they're like, why are you still here? And she's like, I can't get a hold of AP. The area has been cordoned off. It feels like we've been set up. So Ed's like, okay, we'll defuse this bomb. Ed used to be in the bomb squad. Meryl, you go run an evacuation. And I had a thought here. They go through the step. It's like, okay, we're going to like freeze the bag, and then we're going to use a laser cutter to cut it off so that we don't trip a vibration sensor. It is interesting that the black bomb squad guy is helping a long-haired pretty boy
we brought
a bomb using coolant.
Yeah. Originally, it was going to be Ed in MGS2.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I guess you're right. My brain just was like, oh, it's Peter's still Ed Man. Peter.
All connected.
Peter. So you freeze the bag. They cut the top off with a laser cutter, which this woman's going to be pissed.
Oh, yeah, big time.
And then they shut the lights off because they need to see the infrared light. As like, this shit's more complex than I thought it was going to be. Jonathan is kind of making jokes about, hey, I need to get some infrared lights for my apartment. Ed tells him to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, because there's like a visual sensor that if it notices light, the bomb will go off.
Yeah.
Yes.
So which is fucking insane.
Very complicated bomb.
First, Ed's like, it's state of the art. This is the same bomb that Tony showed us when we saw him at AP that one time. And then you have to start diffusing a bomb. And I'll let you like I will say, just to kind of run through, after a point, Jonathan kind of wonders like how Ed managed to do this for so long. And Ed's like, look, I was young, I was fearless until my partner died, and that's why I switched to narcotics. I couldn't do it anymore. And I just thought that was like an interesting little poignant moment there.
No, it's great. So as soon as this started, I immediately was like, oh fuck. I was like, I saw a video essay years ago about how fucking insane this is. Okay. And the very first, it's 4 parts, which is part of the problem, because like you'll excel and you'll click with like 2 or 3 of these parts, and then if you fuck up one little thing in the last part, you got to do it all over again. Sure. But the first part is not bad at all. Like, I don't even think there's a fail state.
No, you just have to clip the two.
Yeah,
you have to clip the two
wires
cables
on the visual sensor.
Yeah, on the edge. On the left
and then
edge,
they can turn the lights back on and everything. Yeah. Super cool. Considering how the continue system had been up until this point, I was like, okay, maybe that one you can just skip forever now, like, because it's behind you. The next one, and so keep in mind, I was using the mouse, and I was like, oh, this is probably gonna like be super chill. Like, I probably got this, no problem.
Yeah. And I would like to be clear here. I was also using a mouse.
No, but I'm using a ball Saturn mouse.
Oh,
I'm not using a modern
school
laser mouse. Yeah. Also, the Saturn mouse is not the most accurate thing in the whole wide world. And so anyway, it's this thing. It's almost like a operation style thing.
Yeah, it's like a maze. It's like the
like don't touch the sides.
You have to move this little square. It's like a magnet out of this maze, and if you touch the sides, it'll magnetize back to the wall and blow up.
Yeah.
So you have to get this square out of the maze without touching the wall, so that it won't blow up. Essentially.
Yeah. And so death number 1 happened here instantly. So I had the pliers. I go over and I pick it up. I didn't realize it was a hold. I thought it was just like a tap, and immediately died. And I'm like, God damn it!
Yikes.
And so you get this cool screen of Beyond just having a hole blown in the side of it. Jeez. And then like fucking everybody's freaking out. And then it comes back after the continue screen. And essentially Ed's like, what the fuck was that? And Jonathan's like, we died. And he's like,
that's crazy.
Well, I guess let's give it another go. And Ed's like, do you need any tips? And Jonathan's like, no, I think this time I'm going to get it for sure. And Ed's like, you better not fucking kill us again.
That's so funny.
And it's so funny. And then
that's wild, actually.
The second time I died was, again, the magnet puzzle. I clipped the corner very fucking lightly. Ooh. And so at that point, I was like, I'm done with the mouse. For this in particular, I'm going to get the controller. Because if I D-pad it, it'll probably be much easier. So we die, we come back, and Jonathan and Ed are talking again. And Jonathan is like, is this why you got out? And Ed was like, no, back then I was so full of life. Like, you just got to, life will work itself out. It's fine. And I'm just like, what is fucking happening right now? Like, they're just like having these meta conversations about death.
That's crazy.
And so on this third go around, Ed goes, let me do it. And I'm just like, okay. And so Ed goes to do the magnet puzzle, and he gets about 75% of the way done, and then he clips it.
So the computer is doing this.
The computer is doing it. So the computer's like, yo, I got your back. And fucking kills everybody. And so we come back, and Jonathan's like, what the fuck, dude? You told me you had this. What is wrong with you? And so Ed's like, okay, for real though, this time I got it. And so I'm like, all right. So I give it to Ed again. And it's way complicated. More complicated than it was. It's like a different puzzle. and he does it.
So I'm like fucking stupid.
I'm like sweating balls because I'm like, I don't want to see this again.
Oh my god.
And he pulls it out, and then before he lets go of it, he like circles the whole bomb with it, then runs it back. He fucking puts the magnet back.
Whoa.
And then takes it out again. And then he's like, what'd you think, Jonathan? And Jonathan's like, bro, what the
That's fucking incredible.
And so then it begins the third portion, and I fucking game overed. Not on the third portion, but the very beginning of the fourth portion. So I went back and had to do the magnet thing again. And I was like, fuck it, Ed, you do it. I'm going to go get coffee or something. And I come upstairs, and literally the puzzle for Ed had become, here's the magnet, straight line. And I was like, God damn it. And so he does the straight line.
Awesome.
And then I died an additional time. And when I came back, Jonathan's like, hell yeah, the maze was super easy for you. I got this. And I was like, I'm going to do it. And then it was fucking 10 times more complicated. And I was like, this fucking sucks. So this third one, it's actually okay. Like this one, I didn't really have a problem with it. It's essentially 4 screws, one on each corner of that magnet puzzle. Mm-hmm. and they're different colors, and you've got to do them.
Ed will give you a sequence. It's like green, blue, yellow, red, or something. Like it's a specific sequence. You'll do it in order, and if you do it successfully after, Ed will tell you, "Hey, man, I guessed."
Yeah, it's so good.
Lucky us.
Yeah, I like so you can unscrew them no matter what, but you can't pull them out fully unless the bomb has a blue light.
Well, you can't it's a red light, green light thing. You can't unscrew.
You can unscrew during the red light.
Oh, you can. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you just can't pull it out fully.
I was doing red light, green light, stop, go.
Oh no, I was doing that too, and then 4 times in, I said, "Fuck it." And see, Lily, you just passed through. I lived on this bomb. We are not the same.
You fucking no, we're not the same. I'm an elite gamer. You're a fucking scrub. I guess.
You want to know some crazy shit that I did though? Did you notice the top left corner? How it had like 100 screws?
Yeah,
you can unscrew it.
What?
And so I just did it. I was like, I'm gonna do it. And what's inside of it?
Do it, Shaggy.
What's inside of it is another thing of like 30 screws.
Jesus Christ!
And then I did that. I knew 100% I was throwing the run because I was like, by the time I got even close to it, I was like,
okay, this is the run right here. One more before bed, squad.
You know what was in the crazy fucking screw corner though?
What?
It's a little piece of notebook paper that just says "boom."
Are you fucking kidding me?
It was incredible.
That's
It's awesome. Like those pranks where you wrap a box in a box and put a box in a box and a box in a box, and then inside of it's like
be careful, you're gonna end the show.
I know. But inside of that last one is just like a middle finger.
Yeah, I mean, essentially. But anyway, so the screwing thing is that one was fine. I actually fucked up once because I misjudged the length of time, and that was irritating. And so I had to do it all over again. But the 4th mini game is pretty fucking difficult. This one took me like 4 tries. So you're given so first and foremost, you fully pull the plate off. You can see inside. There's this band. It's almost like you're looking at a television through a camera.
Yeah, it's moving.
There's this black band, and it's obscuring these cables. And so you've got to snip 3 wires out of 5.
Yeah.
The other 2 are going to kill you. 3 of them are fine. And then you have to snip 1 of 2, red or blue, after you've done those 3. Yeah. And the shitty thing about
we don't know about the red or blue yet because the timer's just still going.
Yeah. The 5, they are crisscrossed, intermingled, tangled over each other. And so I literally had to press my face against the TV and put my finger where I had last seen before the big band had come through.
Yeah. I did too. I put my mouse cursor, I followed the lines, and I stopped when the band went through, and then I kept on following it to get to the end. Yeah.
Nice. But I fucked this one up twice, and on the second time it super sucked because I was literally down to my last to clip.
Ooh.
But yeah, as Lily said, after this the timer starts to speed up and you guys are like, what the fuck? I thought we fixed it.
Well so actually something interesting here, you do the 3, and then they're like, oh, you have to cut one of these the other 2 wires, not the red or blue ones, but there's another one. There's 2 wires that are going off, and they talk about Poggendorf's illusion.
I forgot.
Where they talk about if you put 2 diagonal lines next to each other, put something blocking them, and then put the continuation of one of the lines coming out of the other side, there'll be an illusion that makes the line that's coming out the other side kind of shift a little bit. And so your job here now is to not only cut those 3 wires that you have to follow the path, but you have to decide which of the 2 wires is the correct wire to cut leading out of this illusion. I think it was the bottom one. I don't know if it's randomized per game, but mine was the bottom one.
I think mine was also the bottom one. That sounds familiar. But yeah, then after that, we get a nice little throwback to the conversation we had with Tony on the plane, which I had a lot of time to think about because I had seen this screen multiple times. But yeah, I went, and this is so fucking stupid. I literally was just like, Tony Redwood, let's try the red wire. And that's all I did.
So here's what happened. Here's how I thought about it. I was like, okay, we had a conversation with Tony and AP where Ed says he would cut the red wire for redwood. And Tony's like, sociopaths think like that. I would choose the blue wire. Mm-hmm. And Ed's like, okay, good to know. And I even made a comment like, good to know, Tony, back then when we recorded it. So my thought here was, Tony is an asshole. So was he being honest or was he using reverse psychology on you? And I was like, no, he's an asshole. He also is a sociopath. So I cut the red wire and I was right.
Wow.
So I thought back to that conversation we had because I figured the blue wire, red wire thing would come into play at some point.
Right.
Interesting.
James, I'm curious, what were your thoughts looking at this, knowing that you weren't playing it? Were you just like, think fucking...
I was fucking thankful. Because at first, when I was watching it, it took me a second for it to like click in my mind that like, oh, like somebody's doing that. And it's not just like a scene playing out. I can't imagine being on the original doing this. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Just like, I guess Alessio, basically what you're doing, like hunched over with the CRT.
Yeah, straight up. I mean...
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, so
crazy.
For streaming purposes, I am running it through an HDMI converter into my bigger TV. But like, dude, if I would have done this part on that fucking 9-inch CRT, I would have lost my mind. Yeah, because like it was already even on the fucking 50-inch TV blown up. I like some of the sprites were
blown up is a very interesting choice of words there, sir.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
The sprite work on these little tiny fucking cables was still tough to
very
Alessio admitted to me separately that he has never been closer to quitting on a season than this bomb mission.
It's pretty rough. I think in hindsight it might be a little hyperbolic, but this is the most frustrated I think I've ever gotten for the show. And that's like including Metal Gear Survive. What's the most frustrated you've been, Lily, on the show?
God, I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe something in 5 or I don't know.
James, do you have anything?
I think the last boss fight in Peace Walker I remember.
Some of those Peace Walker bosses were hardcore,
They were like a little grindy.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to think because for the most part, I don't think this show's ever tilted me. Before.
Yeah,
we usually have options too because Metal Gear games give you flavors of difficulty.
Right.
This game just absolutely not is like fuck you, take it or leave it.
Yeah, I don't think tilted in a way that would make me be like I'm not playing this game for this show anymore. Like I don't think I've gotten frustrated, but never like to that degree.
Totally.
Yeah. I was pretty spicy coming off of this one.
Yeah, for this one, and again for this one, like I just did it in one try.
That's crazy.
I had no issues here, man. So when Alessio told me that, I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about? I don't understand." But yeah, not all of us could be MLG Pro Go gamers, you know? What I mean?
Yeah, exactly. It's all that estrogen. That's why fucking shitty online gamers are always talking shit about girl gamers because they're trying to keep them down so they don't overtake us.
Yeah,
cowards.
MLG Pro. Great job, Lily. So you defuse this bomb, and you get this scene of Jonathan Ed sweating, like looking down over the bomb, and Jonathan makes this joke as like, "Oh man, keep this up, you might start losing your hair, Ed." And Ed's just like, "No, you better be careful because those 25 years are going to catch up to you, and you're going to start looking like Urashima Taro." Which, if you know anything about like Japanese folklore and stuff, he's got like that's the guy with like the bald head, but like with the top knot. These guys are LAPD and frequently talk about how they don't understand Japanese culture. Why the fuck is Ed making an Urashima Taro joke?
Yeah, right. Well, and then earlier too, Jonathan says arigato to Anna for her cooking, and like, I mean, I get it. Like, Lorraine was half Japanese, and there are tons of Japanese people on Beyond. And
but none of the people in that house were Japanese. None of them.
Not even a little bit.
Anyway, so they do that, and they go outside, AP has finally arrived. Interesting.
What was up with the fucking bleeding one?
That's what I'm wondering because so Meryl is like, Dave's body is gone,
which is crazy.
We don't know where Dave's body is, and then as they're taking off, one of them is just bleeding. They mentioned that they think it could have been Tony's Goddard.
Yeah, but Tony doesn't bleed blood.
Right. It was red blood. So I don't know. Like maybe they crammed Dave's fucking corpse in there.
They just fucking mashed it into the leg.
God. So Ed is like, we need to be careful now because I get the feeling that we are completely on our own. And then act ends, and next time we'll talk about Act 3, Drug.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
We have James, this is your first police. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, James, this is your first Policenauts episode in the can.
Yeah.
In the can.
What are your thoughts thus far? Do you think you would enjoy actually playing this? Do you want a remaster? Where's your head at?
You know what? I wouldn't say no to a remaster. Why not? Let me play the increasingly harder and harder bomb defusal mini games as like a side game from the main menu.
If they did a remaster, just keep nesting, fucking Russian nesting bomb 100%. Puzzle.
Russian nesting.
No, I think Jonathan's a big old creep. I like the setting a lot. I like the vibes for most of it. Not as good as Snatcher. Really enjoyed Snatcher. Snatcher was great.
I do understand some of the sort of goofy, pervy stuff. There is a part of me that's like, okay, we're dealing with a story that is predominantly about like pharmaceutical companies and all this other shit. I can understand them being like, we should put some levity in here. Let's just do like some lighthearted, goofy shit. Snatcher was so much better balanced for that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. And it's like, I don't know. It feels like Kojima is like intentionally catering this game to like fucking horn dog.
Yeah, the weirdest fucking people you know.
Yeah, it's very weird. I'm like, why would you have done this?
Yep.
But do you like games like this, James? I don't know if we've ever.
Oh yeah.
But like, have you played like Phoenix Wright or anything like that?
So I played Phoenix Wright for the first time like 3 or 4 years ago. I usually like a little bit more interactivity, but over the last like couple years, I've really found new appreciation for this type of game.
Nice.
Especially like, I don't know, I love reading books, but sometimes I want it to be a little bit more interactive, and I feel like this gets to like a better middle ground in some ways.
James is on that visual novel pipeline.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, probably not far off. You give me a reactive visual novel, I'll get in on that.
My peak visual novel scenario was actually when I was living in St. Louis. Fucking playing Steins Gate Zero on my Vita, propped up on the treadmill at the gym.
Yeah.
And I'm openly weeping during a scene. And I was just like, this is the most weeby shit I've ever done in my entire life.
That's fucking awesome. What a place to do it.
Crazy.
Which Steins Gate is phenomenal. Everybody should go play that.
Or watch it.
Yeah, go watch it. Yeah. The anime is not as good as the game.
Sure.
I feel like the game, the writing, they could do way more shit with that time. I feel like the anime didn't really. Yeah. Would you guys watch a Policenauts anime?
Ooh. I'd watch a Snatcher anime.
Yeah, I'd watch a Policenauts anime. I'd watch a Policenauts anime, but it would have to be very, very reined in.
I feel like whoever did it would probably rein it in.
Like even if you think about like remaking it too, like you would have to like remove the stuff that I find objectionable about it. So I'd even be interested in a Policenauts remake with like voice acting and stuff because I I'm fairly certain in 2026 you would have to like cut the stuff that we don't like.
You know how
Gotta change
Konami
that 6 to an 8. It'll be fine.
for Delta and
6-8.
for Delta and for Silent Hill 2, the way that Konami had the like, hey, we're preserving the game as it was.
God.
Oh, yeah.
Like they would do something like that, and then the next title card would be like, no, but fucking seriously, we're so sorry.
Watch out. It's going to get weird.
I do think that the vocal performances add to the like chill out vibes.
Yeah.
Everybody's
so.
delivery is so like
Yeah.
paced in a way that's like kind of slow burn. It's really cool.
I'd be curious to hear an English dub of this. Legitimately.
Oh, we should stage it. We should do the English dub. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Patreon goal.
Yeah.
If we can hit, I don't even know how many patrons we have. I don't want to say numbers because I don't want to feel embarrassed. Yeah, we'll figure something out. That might be kind of fun, actually, for real. Like, like a
I love a
reading.
performance.
Yeah. I'm sure Chad is going to be so into this.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, yeah. Chad will love it.
Chad gets to be Jonathan.
Yes.
I'm dibsing Chad on Jonathan. He has to say, and we have to do the Saturday version.
So good.
Or the PS1 version. I'm sorry. That's it.
Oh, no, yeah. It's got to be Chad. It's got to be the PS1 version. And he has to say it.
He has to say it.
Yeah. Excellent.
I don't smile like that. I don't smile like a friend.
Like a friend.
Yeah. We have one letter here, which I think we've been sitting on this for a little bit. I think we should have.
Yeah, I was trying to go back. I couldn't find any prior show notes that had this in there. So I think I responded to it and then just never addressed it ever again.
Yeah, because like Sean here asks about like, hey, I'm going to Edinburgh to get David Hayter and Cam Clark.
Yeah, that happened 2 weeks ago.
What quotes would you have us do? And we just never talked about it.
Yeah.
Should I read it? Can I read it?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. This is a letter from Sean Kennedy, an email. Thank you, Sean.
Sean.
Hi, everyone. I'm finally sending an email for the first time after listening to every season with Lily and Alessio, all of the MGS seasons multiple times. First,
I don't remember sitting down with Sean and listening to all those seasons, do you?
I don't either. But you know what?
Did he drug us?
Maybe. Oh, K9.
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 K9. Oh. I want to say what a great addition both Chad and James are. I think sometimes you can be apprehensive as a listener when you've listened to the same host for years and new regular hosts are added, but genuinely both guys add to the show.
Oh,
especially when you hear Chad speak. I get apprehensive in general.
Yeah, for sure. Didn't Chad have a message you wanted?
He did. Here, I'll read it out loud. He said, "Thank you so much for the kind words. It really does mean a lot to hear stuff like this as a new host. Mon the fucking hoops." No clue what that means.
Canceled.
Jonathan and Gillian would be Rangers supporters.
That's incredible. Funny. Thank you, Sean. That's very sweet.
We love that. I've listened to all the episodes so much I can't remember what specific episode it was that Alessio and Lily had the small chat about Scotland after a listener response, and I don't think I have ever so violently shaken my head while
tartans.
Fucking tartans. If I recall correctly, you talked about Walker shortbread, which is to shortbread what McDonald's is to burgers. And tartans,
look, I never said that Walker's was the best.
I don't think we said that Walker's was the best at all.
Ubiquitous with shortbread, though, isn't it?
It is. Like everybody knows what Walker shortbread is, Sean.
Yes. Everyone knows what McDonald's is.
Yeah, exactly. You're right. It is. Yeah, Sean to McDonald's what shortbread is. Like you. Thank you, Sean. Like Adam said, thank you, Sean.
That's a pretty good Adam Sandler.
Thank you. So you talked about Walker shortbread, which is to shortbread what McDonald's is to burgers, and tartans, but refer to it as plaid.
It's the same fucking thing.
The tartan plaid thing is absolutely on me. My wife grilled me so fucking hard after we got.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She was like, "What are you?"
I've never heard an American say tartan in my life. Kristen is not a normal American person.
If I could, I would cue David Bowie's I'm Afraid of Americans.
I literally felt the William Wallace blue paint wash over my face listening. I may be misremembering the conversations that was fueled by Scotsman rage listening, so apologies if I am. If you guys are ever over in Scotland, I'm not sure for what reason you guys would. I implore you to try Dean's shortbread as it is far superior.
Dean.
I love shortbread. So.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna let Dean put anything in my mouth.
I lived in, I think I've talked about this several times. I lived in England from the years of, and I know, and before you get mad, I'm not saying England and Scotland are the same place. Follow me here. I lived in England from the years of 2004 through 2008.
I'm sorry, Lily, I can't hear you. There's I think a group of Scottish people in my home screaming freedom at the time.
Yeah, sure. And while I lived in England, I visited Scotland many times. That's where I was going with that. But I have had Dean's shortbread. It is very good.
Is it superior to...
Yes, it is superior to Walker's.
Oh,
I will say that.
All right. Busted.
For sure.
I say blind taste test. We got a blind taste test 10 Scottish people in order to really determine.
We've got a blind taste test 10 Scottish people?
No. Well, I'm sorry. Yeah. We're not eating 10 Scottish people.
No, that's
my God. Hold on.
I don't.
Did you guys see the eat verb on Anna in Ed's house?
The what?
When you're at the dinner table.
The eat verb on
When you're
Anna.
at the dinner table, after you inspect all the food, if you click on Anna, it says talk, look, eat. And I was going to take a picture of it, but I forgot. Jonathan straight up goes, what does he say? He's like, oh, I definitely would rather take a bite out of that or something like that. It's fucking unreal. It's fucking unreal.
Anyway, Sean continues. I listened to the first Snatcher episode and went against your guys' advice and decided to emulate it and play it as opposed to watching it. I enjoyed your coverage and thought I can catch up and play along as the episodes are released. I laughed at your take on Gillian being a creep and chalked it down to these Americans are soft. Sorry, Chad, my Commonwealth brother. But holy shit, you may have even undersold it. I found that I was not enjoying the tedious nature of the menus at all, and while listening to the Act 2 and 3 episode, decided to just drop the game and just stick to MGM coverage. The amazing visuals and music aren't enough to keep me hooked. Well, if you think that we undersold fucking Snatcher, then man, Policenauts is gonna blow your socks off, brother.
Yeah, not gonna lie. I think somehow Jonathan is creepier than even we're making out.
Yeah. Fucking Gillian is quaint at this point.
Right? Yeah, at this point,
I yearn for Gillian.
I'd leave my daughter in a room with Gillian compared to Jonathan.
Sorry for the long-winded email, but I did have two questions I wanted to pose you guys, and this is where we go for the convention that happened already. One, Snatcher is such a departure from Metal Gear and what seems like everything else he has done. Forgive me, I've never played Policenauts. It's for the best. Do you think a game like this is just a product of the time, or could you see something like this actually working today with refinements? I'll answer that. I think it very definitely could work today with refinements. Like, again, we talked about Phoenix Wright. There are visual novels all day, every day out there that are phenomenal. Fucking, me and Alessia would like harp about Paranormicide all the time.
Oh, Paranormicide is fucking incredible.
I'm gonna try that one.
I think
Paranormicide is incredible.
Yeah, I think if they remade Snatcher and Policenauts today with refinements, they absolutely would go.
Yeah,
well.
Also, I hope they do, because this fucking project that I've been working on, little spurts here and there that takes a million fucking years, is very much so like a modern Snatcher. So hopefully people will want to play it.
Yeah.
I would fucking, if they came out and they were like, here's Snatcher remade, but we're keeping the sort of vibe and we're like updating the aspect ratio, whatever, I would play the fuck out of it. Like, even like minor upgrades.
100%.
Like, it's still totally playable, even though I know Sean literally said he could not play it.
Yeah. I would like to see like even Snatcher even with Policenauts combat.
Oh, that's
instead of like the
or even like the mouse support or whatever. That'd be fire.
Mm-hmm. Like, it doesn't.
Yeah, what the
need
fuck?
much.
Why did we get Policenauts? We should have just gotten like Snatcher in the Policenauts engine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
on them.
Yeah.
But like even to the point, like again, if you refinements is an understatement for Policenauts, but like I would also play Policenauts modernized and like remade as well.
I agree.
So I think Snatcher and Policenauts specifically both could work. You just need to like do it.
Yeah. James, this is going to sound fucked up and sacrilegious. I would play Paranormasight on your phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to ask.
I feel like
because I thought I remembered you saying that about the phone.
Yeah, it's like if somebody built a 360-degree world around your head. You can like hold your finger to the screen and like look all around.
Okay,
you
that's
very
sick.
easily.
Yeah, Mermaid's Curse is very much like built for playing on like a console, but like the first one definitely a phone.
Yeah, you could tell they did mobile first sort of.
Okay, cool. Fuck yeah.
But I played both of them on my phone, and they're fucking incredible. Yeah, I bought Mermaid's Curse twice, Lily. Leave me alone.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, very good games. Also, didn't we find a Snatcher connection? What am I thinking of? Metal Gear connection with the Paranormasight guy?
Yes, we did. I can't remember what it was though.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into that really quickly. Is it this Takanari Ishiyama? Ishiyama? Yeah. Oh yeah, he was the sound effects designer and sound and voice effects designer on Metal Gear Solid and the VR.
Wow. Hell yeah. Interview time.
Yes. So on that note, he gets a resounding
out of 10.
Out of
the second question was, I'm going to Edinburgh to get my MGS1 signed by Cam Clark and David Hayter. If you guys were to pick a quote from each of them to be scribed onto a prized possession for years to come, what short quote would you choose? I actually have a like printout, like a print of
Oyster Smiling.
Yeah, a printout of Oyster Smiling. Yeah, no, it's this print of Snake on the ground aiming up at Metal Gear Rex, and I have David and Cam's signatures on it. David signed War Never Changes.
That's weird. That's a Fallout thing.
No, it wasn't. No, it was the war quote from 4. It wasn't War Never Changes.
It's just War has changed.
War has changed or something.
War.
That's a good 4.
War.
Your boat gently down the stream. It was the war quote. I'm pretty sure. I don't know that I picked that, but that's just what he was signing at the time. I think nowadays it would probably be the "You're pretty good,"
dude. But... David, please, I'm begging you, retire the "You're pretty good."
And Cam, I can't fucking remember. I think it was "Brother, It's Been Too Long," I think is what Cam's was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But I have them on that thing, and it's in this like really nice frame. So those are the two. But I think for Cam, you could probably just do whatever. I think David would probably sign "You're pretty good" regardless.
Yeah, definitely. The two that I sent to Sean initially when I responded were, for Cam, I said, "A cornered fox is more dangerous than a jackal," which is a really cool.
That's a good one.
And then for David, I said, "I'm just an old killer hired to do some wet work."
That's a good one. That's a good one too.
So I don't know. We'll find out. Sean, if you're listening to this right now, I asked you to say hi to Cam and David on behalf of Lily and myself, so you better fucking have done that. And B, let us know what you got signed.
Yeah, we'd love to know.
And I told Cam ahead of time. I said we're gonna have some listeners that are gonna come see you guys.
Yeah.
Whenever, because Cam and I were texting, and he's like, "I'm gonna be overseas," and I was like, "Fuck yeah, heads up." So yeah.
Sean ends the email with, "Thanks so much, everyone. Keep up the good work. You're pretty good."
No,
that's not what he said. He didn't say that.
Nice. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you, Sean.
James, do you have quotes?
I was trying to think if I do have any quotes. I don't think I do. Oh, actually, you've got the one.
I fucking hate these games.
He's like,
I'm trying to think of like a Solid Snake specific quote that I really like. But the only thing that's coming to my mind is like shit the guards will say sometimes.
Oh yeah, it's always good. My favorite's when Snake catches on fire and he's like,
if we get David to sign that would be great. It's one of those things where, like, my stupid lizard brain, when I hear like pick a David Hayter quote, I'm like, kept you waiting, huh?
Yeah.
It's like the only one I can think of, and I'm like, no, that's stupid.
Oh no.
Can I just say one of my favorite things? I'm sorry, I just checked our spam filter. One of my favorite things ever is that we receive emails from businesses asking if we need marine engineering for steel products or if we need a sample of tin.
Yeah, send that tin straight to my address, please.
Hey, podcaster, do you need tin?
Yeah, podcaster. I love you, filthy subhuman podcaster.
I do want to I do want to give a quick update on the slow beef. Front. So I was like, you know what? I think I was looking at Slow Beef's notes on his Let's Play, and he said something along the lines of like, if you want to get in touch with me, reach out to my email or Twitter or blah, blah, blah. So I was like, oh, maybe he's on Blue Sky. So case in point, we're not hounding him. I had just sent an email kind of trying to close the loop, and I got instant response that said like the user's inbox is full, which I have never seen in my fucking life. So Slow Beef, you need to clear your inbox,
bro. Click delete, my guy.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So anyway, I've noticed I can't DM even Lily on Blue Sky. It says unavailable.
Your shadow block.
And so I was trying to DM Slow Beef, but it said I couldn't. And so instead, I just fucking added Slow Beef in broad daylight and was just like, hey, motherfucker, we're trying to schedule an interview.
Did it work?
Anyway, yeah, he responded to me. He's like,
hell yeah.
I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, we're in talks. But just as a quick heads up, Slow Beef said, hey, just so you know, I did a lot of the tech work on the fan translations, but I didn't do the actual translation. That was Mark Laidlaw of Junker HQ, not Half-Life Mark Laidlaw, which I told him we were aware of. He said he wrote the script, or Mark wrote the script and all the dialogue, and then Slow Beef did the tech to get everything actually working into the game. So anyway, long story short, I said, hey, do you know if Mark would be around and be interested? It would be cool to have both of you on, because the two of them are effectively how any of us are able to play this game.
Whoa.
So I will report back, but I think regardless of Mark's availability, Slow Beef seems interested.
That's dope.
And I do want to give a quick plug. So Slow Beef is on YouTube and has a ton of, I think Slow Beef has like 40K subscribers. He does a lot of old school video games, but also does like Street Fighter videos, some visual novel playthroughs, some Pokemon shit, Bloodborne.
Now you're speaking my language.
Yeah, there's a whole Let's Play on Snatcher, which is cool. So yeah, it sounds like Slow Beef is just an amalgam of all of the hosts smashed into
various
one person.
interests.
Yeah. So but yeah, so check him out.
Where's his gender confusion? Where's he put that at?
His website is effinslowbeef.com. That's EFFIN slowbeef, but you can find him youtube.com/slowbeef. Yeah, so that is my update on interviews, and I guess we will try to reach out to Rose's voice actress, who, just so I don't keep calling her that, her name is Lara Cody.
Yes.
Shout out.
Yes. Lara Cody.
Yes.
I feel like I know from other things. That name is very familiar.
She's in some anime. She did Akira.
She was in Totoro.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
More you know.
Let's go. Oh, here we go. Tenchi Muyo.
Yeah, definitely the Tenchi.
We got Robotech. Hell yeah. Okay. We're there. We're there. Anyway.
Nice. Well, I wish you would have saved your box within a box story for right now. The timing would have been perfect.
Well, I can. Well, so I let me explain that. So you know how at Christmas, Christmas.
What is Christmas?
Yeah, what's that about?
So Christmas is where you give presents to people.
Okay. Do I get?
You get and you give.
Oh, I'm interested in the getting.
I know. Many people are
You only
interested.
get what you give?
No. You give as good as you get. You give so much more than you get. Just haven't met you yet.
Got it. So you should always give oral, is what you're telling me.
That's what I heard.
You can't just be the kind of person who receives and doesn't give.
It's true.
That's true.
Them's the rules.
If you're listening to this and you receive and don't give, fuck you.
Yeah, rethink your life. Go look in the mirror for a little bit and ask yourself some tough questions.
Be a munch.
Yeah. Come on.
And when you munch, do you know what you're munching?
Carpet.
You're munching box, baby.
Just a box.